Well, okay, wow, so that doesn't work. Give me a second. There we go. Yes, it does not like the game window capture. OBS will not do game window capture with this particular game, so we're just going to have to do monitor capture instead. So, hello! I don't know how many people are watching right now. I think it might only be one or two, but anyway. Yes, basically, what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be playing this Master of Orion. It's landed in my lap. We've gotten it a few days early, those of us that do get it a little bit early. And it's not just us Wargaming community contributors. I think they've roped on board some other well-known strategy game streamers and YouTubers. I know at least Quill18 is doing something with it, and I would not be surprised if Arumba, if he's not doing something with it as well. But for myself, yeah, when Wargaming asked which of us community contributors were interested, I immediately put my hand up, as did Jingles and Maxwell and a number of other people. So we'll see how this goes. I've literally just installed this as of about 20 minutes ago, and it's not the full version of the game even. This is the last stage of the alpha going into the first stage of the early access, basically. Tell me what the sound levels are like, by the way, because I have turned the in-game sound down a bit, so hopefully it's not drowning me out, but still is audible. But yeah, I've been a long time player of strategy games, so this was definitely up my alley, and it's actually been quite handy having that Wargaming connection, because I'm not sure I would have necessarily gotten to have an early look otherwise. So yeah, literally haven't played this at all yet. This is like the title of the stream says, it's a research stream. I'm hoping to get some kind of initial impressions video out for my YouTube channel, and hopefully before the 26th, which is when this hits Steam Early Access as a thing that's available to buy. So yeah, I need to actually, get an early impression of it before I can do an impressions video, basically. So this is going to be at least a couple of hours playing and trying to figure out and doing head scratching and just trying to get some initial thoughts and impressions. Now, there's only 6 races available right now. I think eventually there's going to be 10, including for the deluxe collector's edition, whatever. There's going to be an exclusive race for that as well, from what I've read. So it seems like there's going to be a good mix of different races with different attributes to try out with different playstyles. So we're going to actually just have a look through. So we've got these kind of bird-like race, the Alkari.
Religion permeates
artifacts allow faster research. Okay.
Can oftentimes be confused.
They have beam defense plus 25%. I'm going to guess that's a weapon type. And they start with physics technology.
The harsh Ursa system is
this is the Bullrathi.
A ferocious warrior race
let's see. They have rich minerals on their homeworld. They're not affected by high gravity, and they also start with physics.
While their heavily armored fleets withstand.
I'm guessing they're supposed to be like bears because they're from the Ursa system, right? I guess.
They are usually reluctant.
Humans.
Ages of internal conflict.
What kind of weird species is that? Ugh, look at them. They're hideous. Dear God. What kind of monstrosities? I mean, what kind of? I don't even know. They're just hideous and horrible. Anyway, county espionage minus 25%.
Government brought unification.
They have, however, improved diplomacy. I'm completely talking over the. I think that it's just reading out the description. Starting tech government. Okay.
Now, out of the Sol system, the blazing savannas of fear.
By the way, they've got some really good. Voice talent on board for this game. I mean, on that basis alone, there's some real luminaries of science fiction over the last 10, 15 years that they've got on board. So yeah, it's I don't know. They've managed to convince. It must be. They've at least managed to convince people that it's a reasonably good quality project to get involved with, but not that would stop some well-known people like George Takei, who's put his voice onto some very dodgy games indeed. But anyway, So these are the cat people, I guess.
They often strike
In fact,
out
there's also
the
some sort
harsh
of
Ursa
racial
system
attributes
is
here,
home
which
to
presumably,
after ages of internal conflict.
like diplomatic
faced
stubborn
with rumbling
charismatics.
natural
Presumably
blazing
this
savannas of
relates to how
Fieras gave
the
rise to
different
ruthless warriors
species
known as the Murphy
have
line.
relations with each other. I'm
their
sort of
hot
coming at it with my
almost
CK2
proved
hat
to
on
be
here, and the you know, the whole
After years
interpersonal
of
relations
civil war,
factor, and that's
the
obviously how
Mershon
CK2
Empress
does
now
diplomacy
rules
based
over
on
her pride
character traits.
without
So I'm
question.
wondering if the race traits are not
Mershons
something
willful
similar.
and independent,
Okay, so
and
they
their
actually get
long
some
history
starting,
as hunters
more starting
has
traits. They
shaped their
have a
culture
large
fittingly.
homeworld
They see
size, so they have a
themselves
bigger
as the
starting
peak of
population.
predators, and any
They
other life
can
form who crosses their path is
terraform desert
regarded
planets into highly
as
improved
fair
grassland
game.
planets. And I'm assuming
They often
terraforming is
strike
going to be an
out
important thing in this
against
game.
even their closest allies
I will say, I mean,
just for the sport
having
of
said,
battle.
did I say that I've never played this
They
before?
are
I've never played the
easily
Master of Orion games before,
will pursue
but I've
relentlessly
played Galactic
anyone they
Civilizations
feel
1
has
and
slighted
2
them,
quite extensively,
heedless of
apart
the
from other
consequences.
strategy games I've played. But those are the two biggest kind of proper 4X games I've played, have been Gal Civ 1 and 2. Never played Gal Civ 3 though. So, even though I've never played the original Master of Orion, I should at least have some inkling about what's going on, because those same 4X concepts are very much in the Gal Civ series as well. They get more Marines at each colony, which I don't know what kind of a benefit that is, but it presumably gives one of some kind. And they start with engineering.
Under the supervision
Okay,
of
the
controller at
Cylons.
Mentar, a sprawling network of Cylon communities
They get a
comprise
large
the
homeworld
continent,
as well.
devoted to the unraveling of the mysteries of the universe.
Extra
Each
research.
quantum
So this is the
investigates
science faction,
independently
as it were.
in order to contribute to the
Not
knowledge
affected
of
by
the
low
whole.
gravity, and they
The
also start with
Cylon are
the
a
government
peaceful
tech,
race
and they are
only
brilliant,
keep fleets
unsympathetic,
of
and
highly
creative.
advanced warships as defensive measures.
Okay.
Brilliant researchers, they are often ahead in the
And
technological
lastly, we
refinement
have
in
the
their
Sakra,
ways. The cold-blooded Sakra from the planet
who,
Slav,
I don't know, some
seem
kind of generic
uncouth
lizard people,
and
although I don't know if they're that
unenlightened to
generic.
many of
I
the
like how
other
you turn
races.
the thing and that the heads
However,
actually turn.
Their hulking form.
Do they all
Under
do
the
that? That's kinda
supervision
cool.
of the controller at Mentar, a
Yeah, you
sprawling
can sort of
network
semi-turn
Cylon
the bodies a
communities,
bit, but the heads
blazing
stay looking at
savannas
you.
of Fieras gave rise
Okay,
to the
that's
ruthless
sort of a
warriors
neat
known
touch.
as the
Apart from
Mershon.
for those
But
ones,
they're
okay. Do they do
after
it with this?
ages of
This is
internal
completely irrelevant
conflict,
to...
and faced
I don't
with
know,
when
anyway.
the harsh Ursa system is home to the Blarathi, primal in their ways.
Anyway, right.
Cold-blooded Sakra
Completely getting
from the
distracted there.
planet Slav
They...
seem uncouth
tropical?
and unenlightened to
Transformed
many of the
swamp
other
planets into
races.
highly improved tropical planets.
However,
Presumably, by the way,
their
when
hulking
it's
forms
stuff like
and
grassland
rustic
planets and
rituals
swamp
belie
planets
an
and low
enduring
gravity and
memory
high gravity,
that
that
has
kind of
helped them
affects
reach the stars.
what kind of planets they can colonize
They
and
are
terraform.
lorded over
Food
by
consumption
the
minus
hierarchy,
25%, starting
a
tech
long-lived
biology.
progenitor, and
Also, I am
invoke
just going to briefly click outside, which will kill the game sound. Okay. I was just looking at a Skype message from Mr. Conway there. So, who do we want to go for? I mean, we could go for the
After
boring
ages
humans,
of
even though they
internal
are
conflict
hideous.
and faced with dwindling
space
natural
monsters,
resources on the home planet of Earth, hailing from the cloudy planet Altair. The
I don't know, I'm
harsh Ursa
kind of
system
tempted
is
to go
home
with the
to
Bullrathi.
A ferocious
Because he's starting
warrior
off with a
race
mineral bonus,
committed to the
which I'm
preservation
going to
of nature.
guess
Fearless
lets me
and
build
brutal
stuff
in
quicker to
combat.
start with.
They
High
rely on
gravity
their
tolerance is
strength to
probably going to be
overcome opponents,
useful.
while their
Starting
heavily
tech
armored
physics,
fleets
I don't know how useful that is. So
wave
we'll
after wave.
try out the Bullrathi. We'll take them out for a... from you, Conway. I was looking at your message just then about whether it was going to need a Wargaming account or if it was just linked to Steam accounts. So, yeah. Right, so, here we go. I will say, by the way, like even... I don't know if this is just for this build, because this is an earlier... Like, this is not the full game by any means. But the graphic settings are lackluster. I'm going to be all total biscuit. I'm going to be all total biscuit and say there's not really a lot here. You've got resolution, you've got quality, and then you've got separate anti-aliasing settings, which it goes up to ×8. And it doesn't even tell you what kind of anti-aliasing it is. So I don't know if that's like FXAA or SMAA or I don't know what the other kinds are, but I know there's other kinds. So that's a bit disappointing. Hopefully that gets expanded, and maybe it doesn't need to be quite GTA 5 levels of graphics options, but still, it kind of needs more graphics options. I mean, the rest of it's not too bad, although I think I noted there's also... there's no subtitles option. Nope, we didn't want that. Yeah, cancel. Yeah, no, there's no subtitle option either, which probably wouldn't matter that much now that I'm doing it 480p, but yeah. Hopefully that all improves. The whole options menu is a little bit lacking at the moment. But anyway, let's go back in and start this game with a bull rapping. So, we're going to be up against, these are all computer controlled components, and of course at the moment it can't even do a full roster of races, although maybe that's tied to galaxy size. Presumably once all the races are in, you can then have, like, for instance, Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri. If you had the Alien Crossfire expansion, you then had quite a selection of factions that you could start the game with. And you could, of course, you could never have all the factions. So you can kind of pick and choose potentially what your opponents are going to be further down the line. But at the moment, it's just this set list, I guess. So small, medium, or large. We'll stick with the medium galaxy. Galaxy type, circle or spiral. Let's try spiral galaxy. Galaxy age. Young, average, old. Now this is, it doesn't tell me, but I'm going to guess this is, it's going to have an effect on planet density and the kind of planets that are available as well. And this is the kind of thing you'd see in the, like, a civilization game setup options when you're creating a custom world. So maybe this will expand a bit later and it'll explain a bit better. There's only one difficulty level available at the moment. Oh, here we go. Okay, here's where we can select AI opponents. Didn't notice that. I wonder if it's just a maximum of 5 for now, or I don't know. Also, there's a seed. There's a seed generator thing, so you can... That's quite nice, actually. If you had a particular starting galaxy, you could get that seed and then share it with people, and other people could start with that same galaxy. So that's a nice little feature. Okay, we'll stick with galaxy age. I don't know, average. What's an average galaxy? I don't know. So a few more options here would be nice as well, but given the state the game's in, expecting the full level of world creation that you get with Civ 5 with all the current expansions and DLC that Civ 5 has would probably be a little unrealistic, but still a few more here would be nice in future. Show advanced settings. Oh, okay, we actually do get some more. Let's see what these give us. And again, very familiar from Civ games. So pixel ships, that's something to do with the collector's edition, which obviously not available to me right now, that particular bit of content. So we can turn on or off random events, we can turn on or off pirates, basically barbarians, monsters, so those are going to be the equivalent of wild animals in Civ, allow racial traits, so you can actually toggle that, interesting. So presumably some racial traits are going to make some races automatically antagonistic towards each other, and you can actually choose to disable that. And we can also randomize the starting conditions, although I don't actually know what effect that would have. We've also only got 2 victory types at the moment, excellence and diplomatic. I'm not sure what excellence actually entails. There's no mouse over or anything. So yeah. Yes, Cyber Wraith, that's exactly it. An average galaxy is around £1 and nicer than a dairy milk, exactly. I used to really like Galaxy chocolate, and then they changed the recipe or something, and it just was like really, I don't know, it just became really super mediocre, and then I didn't like it anymore, so I haven't had one of those in absolutely ages. So yeah, these days if I'm going to buy chocolate, it's either going to be green and blacks or Lindt or something else that's quite nice. Right, here we go, we're starting off things.
Devoted for millennia to the conservation of the planet Ursa, the hulking Bulrathi are a fierce kin. The will of the
In theory, by the way, the music is turned down way lower than the speech, but it's still kind of drowning things out.
She has now called on the Emperor of the Bulrathi to take this message beyond Ursa to ensure the survival of the wilds.
I think we're going to have to turn the music down a whole lot more.
By any means necessary.
Or else turn up the speech volume. Because I thought there was enough of a gap between them, but no, they were still getting
All hail
drowned
the
out a bit.
pride and honor of the Bulrathi, the thickest of furs and the sharpest of claws. I'm humbled you still remember old Guru. As your High Chancellor, I shall provide assistance on any and all matters of the Empire.
How is this speech volume, by the way?
More than my share of battles, and hope my experience will help you on your campaigns.
So we're definitely having some flavors of Civ so far. So we're presumably going to have advisors as well. I don't know, there might have been a bunch of this stuff that was in the original Master of Orion, but of course, having never played it, my experience of strategy stuff is all from other games. So this is quite reminiscent of okay, the galaxy's not that big, so this is a kind of a medium-sized galaxy. A small galaxy must be really small. Yeah, galactic civilizations, the really big sized galaxies are huge, like absolutely massive. So this game might be overall on a smaller scale. So this is our home system. We can mouse over and see the star type. There's one other planet in our system, and then you can see the links to the two neighboring systems. And oh, there's also this system up here which we can see, but we don't actually have a direct link, so presumably we'd have to go via one of these other systems. We can actually see this one hasn't got any stars, planets. This one does have a bunch of planets, so we probably want to go to Ptolemy first. So yeah, this also, by the way, is a spiral. I don't know what the difference between I'll have to try out a circle at some point as well, but yeah. Anyway, so menu, options, audio. Let's put the voice up quite a bit higher. And actually, having said that, let's also turn music down a little bit more as well. Okay, a fleet needs orders. If it crashes, by the way, I really can't do anything about that because, you know, bear in mind this is still an in development game, really. So fleet needs orders. We're going to click this.
You can trust me on this.
Exploration is paramount to our success. Let's see. Move a fleet, left click to select it, right click to a destination. Okay. Planet, warp point, star, or anomaly. Okay, and it's going to tell me that takes 1 turn. And going to the next star system would take 4 turns. So we're going to explore our own system first. And we found Ursa 2, which is a gas giant with abundant minerals and high gravity. So presumably we can set up some kind of mining there. Also, the way the little ship icon points seems to depend on where your mouse cursor is. Okay. So we've found Ursa 2. We can click on that, and there's really not a lot to see yet. So actually, let's click on the home planet and see what this brings up. So this is Ursa Prime. Population 8 out of 11. So this is very... I'm going to be saying, like, oh, this is very reminiscent of Gal Civ and Gal Civ 2, which probably, like, a lot of that probably came from the original Master of Orion games. Although I understand Master of Orion 3 was kind of crap. Nobody ever says anything nice about Master of Orion 3. But yeah, the planets could support a certain number of population. They had a certain number of kind of building slots and resources, and yeah. It was always interesting trying to take over other planets in Gal Civ because you needed basically drop ships, like landing drop ships with literally millions of soldiers to try and... because you're trying to secure an entire planet. So I wonder if it's the same in this game. Right, there's also a morale stat, which is interesting. So you've got to worry about morale and also pollution. Okay, so you do have to worry about... like, you could have a really heavily industrialized world, but it would be very high pollution, and presumably that would have negative effects on... would that have negative effects on morale, or would it have effects on production or population? I'm not sure. It's not very clear from the tooltip what the negative effects of pollution are. Defense, 4 out of 9. And let's see, Marines and mechanized infantry tasked with fighting. So that there might only be limited ground unit types, which is fair enough. if it's got more of the focus on ship types. And again, Galciv was exactly the same. You had very limited numbers of like different kinds of units that you would put on planets. This is definitely not like Star Wars Empire at War, where there's that kind of equal split between space combat and ground combat. And the actual combat mechanics in Empire at War were a bit, I don't know, they were all right, but the ground combat in particular could be really iffy. But yeah, no, this is very much focused on space combat. So at the moment we can build... Okay, we've got a build queue, which is a very familiar thing from a lot of strategy games. We can set an auto build manager for this planet. And I think that was a thing in Galciv. It's certainly a thing in the Civ series, where you could set individual cities to kind of be AI controlled in terms of their population, in terms of their production rather. So we have population distribution. So we've got 3 population devoted to production, 3 to food production, which obviously will increase population. So that's very, very Civ. Population growth is directly tied to food production. So I don't think you could ever end up with ordinarily, just based on this, I don't think you could end up with overpopulation compared to your food, it looks like. Although maybe you could actually, having said that. It was certainly possible in Civ. And then research. So we've got nothing being researched right now. Colony focus, food research, balanced, manual. So it's balanced at the moment. So you could have a colony, I guess, that's dedicated to research, or another colony that's dedicated to just production. But for now, we'll leave it at balanced because this is, of course, our only planet. So we are, I think, producing a colony ship, which says we'll take 1 command point and 93 resources. Command points are used to maintain fleets. Each ship has a different upkeep cost in command points. Ah, okay. According to its hull size, command points are provided by structures and achievements. Okay. If a fleet's upkeep requires more command points than your empire can provide, it will start deducting maintenance costs from your credits, which implies that it actually doesn't cost anything to begin with. So if you've got sufficient command points, it doesn't cost you money. So command points are another form of credit, currency, essentially, and that's almost like the EU games, where you have a set number of military leaders that you can have, and if you actually then recruit more military leaders than your maximum cap, it starts to cost you extra, basically, and the more you have, the more it costs you. So I think we're already building a colony ship. I don't know how I researched though. Right, I guess we'll go to the we'll have a look at the actual screen. So Empire screen. Sins of a Solar Empire. That's yeah, there's probably, like, if you've played that, stuff might seem familiar from that. I've never played those games, but it's not like the space strategy genre has been completely underrepresented. There's been a number of games in that. I mean, hell, Galciv has gone for three games at this point itself. Although, honestly, I never enjoyed Galciv 2 as much as I enjoyed the original Galciv, even though the graphics were far more basic. Right, so... tax rates. Okay, so here you can set a global tax rate. So we've got, let's see, 24 incoming from the tax rate at the moment, plus another 2 from... Okay, so we can also already see that tax rate has an effect on colony happiness, because if I can't actually see the tag there, but there we go. Morale, there we go, colony morale. It's minus 20% from the current tax rate, so presumably higher taxes means more unhappiness. So you, I guess, have to juggle the tax rates. But it looks like... Oh, here we go. So you can actually set the build queue from the Empire Management screen. That's a nice feature. But it looks like you can't toggle individual tax rates for planets. Which, yeah, some people might find that excessively micromanagey. But if you end up with a colony, one particular planet that's got particularly low morale, and you want to have that one planet have a lower tax rate than the others, that then is a way of, you know, increasing happiness. But it doesn't look like you can do that. You can also set an overall empire focus, but as you can see, you can also set separate colony focus. So you can set a separate colony focus, but not a separate tax rate for each colony if you want to, which is a bit disappointing. So we can actually queue up something as well. At the moment, we've only got a single scout. We can build a frigate, space factory, colony ship, or frigate times 5. Which, okay, so that's like serial production. That's sort of meant to be economies of scale. You can also build a missile base, which I think that's going to increase the defensiveness of the planet. We can also build an automated factory. That will cost 1 maintenance per turn, but it will generate increased production points. So that would be a useful one to have early on. So we'll queue up a factory after the colony ship. And we've already got a scout that we're going to send off to the next system. Okay, let's take a look at the research screen.
Pride and honor. What new trick should the scrutineers scrounge up?
So we started off with physics technology. We can get government, which unlocks a research laboratory and government support facility. I don't know what that is, that we can mouse over. And it gives 15% morale. Okay. So that's like building a... I don't even know. That's like building a local tax office and everyone gets really happy about it. I don't know. But yeah, I guess it makes sense that, you know, a bit more... Yeah, people would be really happy about more bureaucracy, right? Because that makes sense. Anyway. If it's increasing kind of local effective government, then I suppose. Right, advanced magnetism. That one, that's quite an advanced technology. That's going to be 33 turns, as is electronics. That gives access to the first shields and an ECM jammer. Interesting. Missile avoidance plus 25. Electronics, that seems to be scanning and computing, so we can increase the scouting capability of our ships, and electronic computers are going to give better weapon accuracy. Biology gives us +2 food with hydroponic farm and biospheres. Allows colonies to control the environment. So it's basically a sealed kind of colony environment. +1 food, +1 research. And presumably, just as a guess, for some kinds of planet, biospheres would be required if they are otherwise inimical to your species in terms of the atmosphere or whatever. That's pure speculation. That might not be true at all. And engineering gives me access to a new kind of ship, the destroyer, and anti-missile rockets. Okay, so which do we want to go for? I'm thinking government, because I can then get a research laboratory, which will give me increased research. So we're going to go with government research for now.
Out my claws on this matter.
We can now advance from turn 0. We're still on turn 0, but we're still going to have a quick look through. There is a ship designer. Okay. I don't know this is going to be... Oh, that goes for a little spin. This is probably not going to be the full-on Gal Civ 2 ship designer. This is probably going to be more like Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri, just looking at it. Where you pick a basic unit type and then you can basically bolt on attributes. So no building your own starships a la Gal Civ 2, which was probably one of the most fun parts of that game, actually. But let's have a quick look at this. So we've got only the frigate type hull available. Ship model. Oh, okay. So it does actually have an alternate model available if you want. Okay. The ship designs, I mean, they're a bit on the kind of cutesy side, I suppose. They don't quite look like proper big, they look almost like caricatures of spaceships. And I suppose if they're just supposed to be little units on the screen. I don't know how detailed the combat is. Right, theme! And then you can tweak it a little bit further, but you can't pick custom colours or stick on custom decals or anything like that. Oh well, and then core systems, so armour and nuclear drive, so presumably these are presumably those can be upgraded. So then you've got 2 weapon slots, you've got specials slots, augmented engines, which gives an extra cost, and that's all that's available right now. So I could slap on augmented engines, which gives extra production cost. And oh no, we can't actually mount those. We don't have the space, basically. Okay, so that there is a limiting factor on exactly how much stuff you can mount. So presumably you could take off one of the weapon systems and stick. So that's okay. Yeah, this is a lot more like Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri, a lot more like it. So the current options, the starting options are nuclear bombs, laser cannons, and neutron blasters. And it actually has a front facing, so presumably there's some kind of combat something as well. There'll be research later that increases space. Okay, that's good to know, Conway. So you could build bombers with the bombs. Obviously, those aren't going to be much use against space targets. But if you're going to be trying to soften up a planet before invading, you could build bombers, essentially. And we could also have nuclear missile. So should we go for like missile frigates? Okay, should we leave on the laser cannons? Well, actually, having taken off the neutron blaster, that saves a lot of space. It looks like. Right, nuclear missiles. Oh, I see. Oh, you actually have to pick a quantity of... Oh, and you can have quantities of... so you could, like, remove that. Can I have that as a clear slot? So I could just have a laser cannon frigate. And you can actually see the DPS that gives the ship. So that appears to be the prime combat statistic, is damage per second. So I can give it 14 laser cannons. And as you can see, that's actually pretty cool. So laser cannons, presumably, if you only have one, you can have it. Oh, you can actually set which way you want it to face. I see it toggles. Ah, so you could have... Okay, that's cool. So you can customize it a bit in that way as well. So I could just have like 50 bazillion laser cannons on a frigate. But the fact that the nuclear missiles, that's kind of interesting actually. So you could have a maximum of 4 nuclear missiles. If I had no other weapons. So nuclear missiles must be quite potent. Presumably you can use them against ground targets as well, or are they just against ships? So I don't know how you'd... I guess you'd have to take them to a friendly base in order to replenish. Okay, so there's also... Each weapon has attributes. That's cool. And... I don't know. Let's create a class of wait, which one? There we go. So we want laser cannons, lasers. We're gonna have all of the lasers. If I have, where are we? What's the weight of the? In fact, let's make a sort of augmented engine, sort of slightly less well armed frigate, but there we go. So we've got augmented engines in the special slot. And then we're going to have laser cannons. I'm going to see how many lasers we can have. Right, they have a weight of 6. Can't actually fit that many on with the augmented engines. Oh, I see. That's the quantity of missile launchers. Oh, well, that would make sense. In which case, let's have... we could have a thing with 2 nuclear missile launchers and a laser. With augmented engines. So we're going to call it the nuke. Well, I've been playing Fallout, so we're going to call it the Nuka Frigate. Oh, it won't let me put in a dash. Oh well. So we've created a new class of ship, the Nuka Frigate. Which actually costs less to make, but it's yeah, it's all about the missiles, baby. Or it has less military power. Oh, I see. It costs more, but it has less military power. Yay, I've made it worse, but it's got nukes. You gotta have nukes. All of the nukes. I think it moves faster, though. So this would be more like a support ship, I guess. Anyway. So we've created a new design of ship, so that's the thing you can do. Okay, diplomacy screen. This looks like... Okay. I'm guessing this is like a relations wheel. Obviously, we haven't met anybody yet, so we can't do anything there. Let's have a look at Path to Victory, which is going to be our score screen. Excellence Victory is just highest score when the last turn plays. Conquest Victory, it's quite self-explanatory, and then Diplomatic Victory, be elected Supreme Chancellor in the Galactic Council. So, again, very familiar stuff to a lot of players of space and non-space strategy games even. There's also a Technological Victory, which is a bit vaguely worded at the moment. Be the first to discover and build key advanced structures. So, that's probably going to be quite like the Transcendence Victory in Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri. And there's also Economic Victory, which was also a thing you could do in Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri. Planets. And this just shows known planets. Okay, and fleets, and that's fleet management. So, at the moment, we've got our... Okay, it's actually 2 scouts and a frigate at the moment. So we're going to send them to the next system. And that queues up that move. Okay.
You can
next
trust
turn.
me on this.
First colony ship is ready. View fleet. So we don't have anywhere to send that yet. Check the planet's gravity to see if it affects its productivity. Which, oh, that's not what I meant to do. Right, so this ship, for now, and we will send that to the next system as well, because that's where we're going to actually be colonizing. We actually look like we've got some planets here that could be colonizable. Hell, even this gas giant that has moons. Presumably you can colonize moons. Suitable moons of gas giants. Right. Next up in production is the automated factory. We should probably just use the Empire screen for managing that, actually. And after that, we will build... What does a space factory do? So it's a ship, but it gives you... let's see, it can build defense structures and radars and warp points and mines on asteroids to extract valuable resources. Okay, so that's for exploiting building stuff in space, basically. We'll queue up a nuka frigate. Why not? We'll build one of those as our next thing. So government research tech is a couple of turns away. So next turn. Next turn. Oh, hello.
Welcome,
First contact
stranger.
already?
I am the Empress of the Mershan Pride. If you scratch our backs, we'll scratch yours.
Okay. So we can't do anything otherwise at the moment. We're fairly neutral. So it's nice that it actually tells you up there. That's okay. So they must be fairly close by if their scout ships are already reaching... But even for a medium-sized galaxy, this isn't actually that big. But then I have visions in my head of quite how big the Galciv galaxies were. Right, choose production.
Hear me out, Highness.
Okay, so... pollution cleanup. Oh, you can actually set that as a production activity. That's kind of cool. Right, automated factory then. And we built our Nuka frigate, which we're actually... Do I want to... We'll attach that to the existing fleet for now, so we'll send it to that warp point. And then what we can do is... I think we'll build some more scouts, basically. Where am I looking? Empire screen, so we'll add... Wait, what command points have we got left? Oh, 5. We've got 5 command points, so we can have a scout fleet or another scout. I can actually separate those scouts off from the current fleet because it's 2 frigates, 2 scouts and a frigate basically. And I guess the scouts would probably move faster on their own. So, do I want that is the question. Well, actually, we'll queue up another colony ship. We'll get another colony ship going right away, in fact. Right, a fleet needs orders. So, at the moment, it's... Oh, it's automatically integrated those fleets, which we don't want. How do I... Okay, so you can click... Okay, so what we can do is I can send 1 scout to that planet. So it's literally just clicking. Okay, that's fine. And send a scout to that planet. Presumably you have to scout the moons separately. So it's a desert planet, and this one is a radiated planet. So that's presumably supposed to be something a bit like Mercury. Not a lot of atmosphere, but presumably some minerals. So Ptolemy might actually be it's a huge planet. It's got normal gravity. It's got a resource. But it's desert, so it's not going to have a high population. This planet over here might actually be... is this something interesting? Ptolemy 4, maximum planet. No, this is another radiated planet. So presumably you would need like protected biomes. That could have a max population of 12 though, having said that. So let's send the colony ship to...
You are like a blind dog in a meat market.
They ask you not to colonize near them. Oh, so we have the option of we can colonize and it will antagonize them. So we must only be like literally a system apart. We're gonna say, you know what? It's gonna antagonize
Suit yourself.
them.
I will have my way. One way
Wow,
or
that has a
another.
massive negative effect. That just went full hostile. That I thought it would have a slight
Highness,
effect,
this
but
is
no, that was
important.
just full hostile. Wow. Okay. So, colonize. Yeah, I was expecting a bit of a negative hit, but I wasn't expecting quite that much of a negative hit. But hey, you live and learn. Yeah, maybe I need to start building more frigates already. So, we have population 1. At the moment, they are in production. So, I'm actually kind of click and drag the... Oh, that's really cute. Look at that. Okay. Plus 3 production, plus 2 food. So, what? Do we want a bit of basic defense? Marine barracks. Yeah, we'll go for marine barracks, which will give us some basic ground defense. It's going to take a while to build it. Okay, done. Anyway, the thing is though, even though she was like, oh yeah, no, you don't build colonies near me. Yeah, but what do you want to bet? She would have quite happily built colonies here and would have ignored my demands not to build colonies nearby. So I'm just, you know, I'm just saying. Just saying. That's probably exactly what would have happened. Right. In fact, yeah, we'll build... I don't think we have enough. We'll build 1 frigate. And actually we'll queue up another frigate after that. So we've got... 3 on the queue? How big is the queue? No, okay. I actually accidentally changed the... I didn't want to change the thing. Do you not just click on the... Oh. Okay, we're building a colony ship. Well, we do want to build a colony ship. And then you actually have to click build queue to add stuff to the queue. Okay. So we've queued up, we've got the colony ship building, and then we've got 2 frigates after that. Okay. Which is not going to cost us too much in terms of command points. So we probably, this might end up being a point of conflict, this star system. But hey, this is, I mean, I'm poking and, like, I've found the first, you know, very first race, and I'm just already poking them in the face with a stick. So, it's all part of, you know, finding out how the game works and things like that. So, refusing somebody's demands has an immediate, very negative effect, which is, you know, that's information. That's the thing I didn't know before. Right, pirate fleet detected. And we also finished research. So, we've got a pirate fleet who... Where are they going? I don't know. Are they going up there? Maybe? I don't think they're going towards my system. We don't have a link. Right, so, the scouts... Oh, choose research. I wasn't going to choose research first. Okay.
Thanks to our scrutineers.
So I've got research lab, government support facility, so we will research... let's see, we can have... deep space transport, fungal farms, and those actually, the transports allow you to move population between planets, which is quite useful. We have a thing that increases income per population, xeno relations. That one might be quite useful, and I'm thinking maybe advanced magnetism and getting our first shields and things. So we'll go with the xeno relations first. Yukal, this will be in early access in 2 days' time. We have hostile relations, but we're not actually at war with this other race, with the cat people, because they must be very close by if they are getting annoyed at me colonizing this system, which is, you know, my neighboring system. It's not like I'm going out my way to annoy these people. So, I guess we're just gonna scout. Ptolemy Prime has artifacts. I think artifacts are actually quite important. Gives you a research boost. That's a rather hostile planet. Do we have to scout the moons separately? It's showing moons around this planet. I really want to know if you can colonize moons. But it's not letting me scout the moons. So I don't know. Oh, Ptolemy 2. That looks like actually quite a nice... That's a really nice planet. So we'll send our next colony ship to Ptolemy 2. And I guess the frigates for now. We'll keep our kind of frigate ships here, and then we'll... I don't know. I'll send one of the scouts down this way. And then we'll just keep scouting up north as well. Right, is there anything else? We've got production queued up here. That's the prime population. Oh, so every time you build a colony ship, your population will, of course. Okay, that's just like Civ, and I think Gal Civ had a very similar thing. But you know, build a colonist, and of course your city loses population because they're going to colonize. So that has an impact on your production. Okay, so that's fine. That makes sense. Fleet needs orders. That's going to be scouts. So we'll send a scout to that warp point and we'll explore that way. We'll need another scout, really. We haven't explored to the south at all yet. Maybe I should pull that scout fleet back and yeah, okay, we'll send one scout fleet in the opposite direction. Explore to our south. So that's going to be a ship. Is that a factory ship? Of the cat people, I think. It's a cat people ship. A fleet needs orders. Right. Let's see if I can remember the hotkey. What is it for sleep? Is it Z? I think it's Z. Okay. Next turn. Fleet needs orders.
This could be of aid in our campaign.
Okay, they've... I wonder if this is the home system of the cat people. If it's like this one. If it's that close. Right, next turn. Next turn.
This could be of aid in our campaign.
In order to claim an anomaly, use one of your ships to scout it. View anomaly. Ah! Okay, interesting. But how do we get there? We can just send a scout up there, apparently. Anomaly detected near Ursa. I thought we could send those scouts there.
You come across the broken remains of an unbelievably advanced alien research facility. Only one of its consoles seems to be in working order. It takes some of your brightest scientists to decipher a small amount of the data from within.
Okay, so this is like finding ruins in Civ 5. We got a free technology.
It seems that old...
Which is really nice. So we're going to stick with Xeno relations. Okay, that's heading back to that warp point next turn.
Arriving at the anomaly, your fleet spots an abandoned container filled with rare minerals.
Cool, okay, 43 credits. So, I think they automatically head back there. I have to build one of these. Oh, hello. Are we actually at war with these guys? Are we actually at war with the Marshan? I thought our relations were bad, but no, what? Or was that pirates? Maybe that was pirates. It might have been pirates. Okay, we lost a scout. Oh well. I'm going to continue down and exploring that system. We need another scout, basically. After we've built this colony ship, we'll actually add a scout to the queue then. I think, actually, having looked at the diplomacy screen, the relations are slowly improving with the Martian as well.
This is GNN.
You are tuned to
It's Dwight Schultz,
GNN,
everybody!
the only network that tells you what you need to know. Bringing it to you live.
Galactic News Network, the galaxy's most reputable news source.
I learned about this during my service.
Okay, consider building a space factory. So we'll definitely queue up a space factory on... I mean, we need to let the population of Ursa Prime recover. So we'll build a space factory next. Oh, there we go. Or we'll queue up a space factory, rather. So, that's a colony ship. So we're going to send that to Ptolemy 2, which is a very nice planet. We have our nascent fleet around the orbit of that planet. That's going to be quite a useful system to have. This looks like quite a rich system, so we definitely want to have control of that if possible. Fleet needs orders. Let's explore Guitar Prime, which actually looks like an okay kind of a planet. Might be worth colonizing that at some point. We never did explore up there. That's the Mashan colony ship, so actually the Mashan might get there. But that's fine. This system as a whole is nicer. It just has more planets. It doesn't look like you can colonize moons. I'm slightly disappointed by that. I guess it's just a visual thing. So once that's built marine barracks, I should just set that to balanced. Or no, yeah, let's let that be food focused for now, and we can actually build up the population on Ptolemy 5. Okay. Pirate fleet detected. Okay, we want to avoid them. They're going up north anyway. Fleet needs orders, so we'll send that frigate up. Oh, up there. I have no idea if this is the right thing to do. I'm just kind of building up one main fleet at the moment. So we'll colonize Ptolemy 2. Mod support would be cool. Yeah, I hope they do have some kind of mod support for this game. Games like this, I mean, there's a lot of potential for doing things with mods. So there we go, our second colony. And again, we'll you seem to get a small amount of base production anyway, so we'll put food as the focus. We'll actually get again, I think we'll do the same thing. We'll build the marine barracks. That seems to be like a fairly basic military building that gives you a bit of defense. This is a very rich mineral world, so that's worth having.
Galactic News Network.
Galactic neighbors should take heed as the Bulrathi Empire has taken over another planet.
It's a race to the top for sentient beings across the galaxy.
According to the Steam page, Templex, they have a timetable of something like 3 months in early access, and they're going to roll out in phases. And at that point, for early access, it's just going to be like the deluxe edition that's available, but it's from the point where it launches, it'll just be like the basic, standard edition will be available as well. Okay. Keep in mind, high taxes have a negative impact on morale. I already know that. It's really a pity you can't set taxes for individual colonies. Like, it would make sense to have for newer colonies to be able to lower the tax rate. But I can't do that, unfortunately. So that's definitely a strike against the game, but it's a fairly minor one.
Must stick out my claws on this matter.
Colony's population has grown. Okay, good. And Okay, we'll send that to... Oh. Okay, that is going to... Okay, Ptolemy 2. And we'll need some kind of home defense fleet at some point as well. So once we've built the space factory, we'll build some more frigates. Okay, so that's my queue full. So once I've built this scout, we'll get another frigate going, and we'll just let Ursa Prime grow in population once again. I can actually see... where are we? Empire. So, I mean, it's still by far my best planet in terms of production of money and everything, but yeah, we need to get the population up. Right, so we got an extra population on Ptolemy 5, so I'll actually put one of those population into production. Ptolemy 2 gets an extra population point in 2 turns, so that's quite good. Okay. Okay. We've got 3 frigates there. Choose production. Okay, we probably want to stick on building infrastructure for the time being. So what's the starbase do? Gives +5 command points. Hello, that's useful. That's worth having. We could also have research. We could have extra production. Colonial Revenue Service. We will go with a research lab for now. So we can get an extra bit of research going from this base. And then I guess we'll queue up a starbase, because that'll be really useful. Right, why was this count as a space battle? I thought we were at peace. Okay. So that's a Marchand world. Is that their home world? I guess. Why are we attacking them? I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know what was happening there. Right, let's I don't know. Where do we want to go? Let's see what's on the far side of Ptolemy. Choose research.
We've
Okay.
learned a new trick, thanks to our school.
So we'll try and get an embassy with the Marchand, and we're also going to go with the advanced magnetism, so we can upgrade ships. Quite possibly Conway. Yeah, just to see how they compare, because having never played them before. I will tell you what this does kind of remind me of. There was a mod for Civ, I think it was Civ 4 actually. It would have been Civ 4, which kind of had, it was basically like space. They somehow changed it, like they modded it really heavily so it was kind of Civ 4 but in space, and it actually worked really well. And this actually does remind me a lot of that.
The scrutineers are sniffing for
So I don't know if this
secrets as
quite
we
has
speak,
the micromanagement option of something like the Galactic Civilization series. It's not bad so far though, my initial impression. Right, wait, what am I looking at? Right, Where's Prime's building? Space factory, okay. Okay, we have extra population on... We can actually now set those to be balanced rather than micromanaging our population for the time being. After that gets Marine Barracks, we'll also... I guess we'll set a research lab as the next thing on the queue. Okay. Just kind of whipping through the Phantos. Ah, and this is a system with oh, an unstable warp point. Oh, you can't actually go there until we've got later technologies. Okay. So in which case, we don't have much choice but to send them all the way down there.
This reminds me. You can trust me on this.
First space factory is ready. Okay, so we can do things with space factories. I think you can military outposts. So because that's the border between us and the Marchand, I probably want to kind of fortify that that border. I should think about another colony ship soon as well, except which planet do I want to produce it? Maybe Ptolemy 2. Okay. Now, one of these planets... There we go, artifacts. So we'll finish colonizing the Ptolemy system, because 2 of these planets have artifacts. Ptolemy 4 does not have anything. It's got mineral resources, but having artifacts from those 2 systems is going to be really useful. We might also want to try and colonize Guitar Prime, actually. Which is off in the other direction. Right, our fleet needs orders. So we're going to send this scout down there for now. Right. So we've got 1 fleet there, which has got 4 frigates. So we'll keep a fleet in orbit around Ursa Prime for now. So we'll set them to standby. Pirate fleet detected. Oh, hello. We want our scouts to avoid them. Pirate fleet around Guitar Prime, actually. Needs orders. Right, okay, what are our build options? B, build. We can build space surveillance, which presumably gives you intelligence on what's happening in the next sector. Military outpost, which costs a command point and is basically a fort. Participates in all battles at the warp point. So it's like a static thing. And then we've also got other things that we can't build right now. So we're going to go with the military outpost, which will cost 50 resources. It doesn't say where the resources are coming from, though, if it's one of our planets or not. Which is interesting. Let's try whizzing down to this system down here. Right, research lab completed at Ptolemy 2, so we're going to get a colony ship. And we also just completed advanced magnetism, so...
Our pride and honor. What new trick should the scrutineers scrounge up?
Hydroponic farm biospheres, which we will research very, very quickly, apparently. I guess because that's a basic tech. And aha, we have discovered 2 new systems. Choose research.
We've learned a new trick.
Right. Should we go with engineering? Or do I want to go with biotech? Neutrino particles. What does that give us? Neutron collider, mass driver. That appears to be a military in production. Let's go with engineering. Let's get the new ship type, destroyers. Let's also explore this system. I don't know if you can colonize gas giants. I don't actually know how that... how you exploit gas giants. Maybe you need the space factories for those. They're basically terraformers from Thingamy, or you know, the builder units from any other game.
We've learned a new trick.
Update your blueprints.
This could be of aid in our campaign.
Okay. Let's click upgrade all. I don't know if that actually upgrades the existing ships or if we need to... I don't know. Anyway. Let's go with electronics. That's going to speed up scouting quite considerably. Following ships can be upgraded. Upgrade all. So... how... do we... So those are the upgraded ships, but these are the basic ships. Presumably you need to be in a system with like a starport or something, which is what we were actually... should look at the queues actually, shouldn't I? We'll build a starport in a star base. We'll queue that up in Ptolemy 2 as well, because more command points means bigger fleets. Us Prime's just about to build a frigate 2. We'll build another frigate 2 for now. We'll also look at destroyers. Right, food 1, research 1. Or I can build a tax thing. We'll actually build a research lab on Ursa Prime. We'll try and keep our research quite high. But we might also want to do things that increases population. Well, let's just look at the Empire management screen. So, after the star base, we could have that build... let's build a destroyer there. And that's already got stuff queued up, so that's fine. A fleet needs orders. Just keep scouting. Okay, Baron, that doesn't sound like a particularly appealing prospect for colonization. So the Mashan have got Guitar Prime. Let's see, that's probably going to be... oh, that's a much nicer planet. An ocean planet. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to send them to that system. We might want to make more... is that colony ship? Yeah, we might need to make more colony ships soon, although I think we've got one that's going to be finished building soon. 5 turns. Pirate fleet in that system. I have to be careful of that because your scouts are basically unarmed. Right, so we've built a military outpost. And I can't do anything else in that particular... right, can I do anything with the planets? Fleet needs orders. Now, I don't think you can build anything in the actual orbits of planets. What about in the orbits of... can we do anything with the gas giants? I'm curious. We'll send this this factory ship back to the Ursa system. Next turn. Next turn. Oh, hello, are we meeting pirates?
Hear me out, Highness.
I think we passed by pirates. Deep scanner technology instantly gives you data on the size, bio, mineral richness, and special qualities of all celestial bodies. So basically, we just have to arrive at the warp point and we light up the entire system, which is really nice. That does not look like a planet that you want to actually ever... Oh, it's a pirate base. Oh, that could maybe give our... Should we send our fleet down to tackle these filthy pirates then? Get our first taste of combat.
We've learned that
Next research.
this could be of aid
Upgrade
in our
all!
campaign.
Yay! Advanced fusion. Let's give us a new drive. Biotech. Do we want to go for something military or do we want to go for something... I don't know. Atmosphere renewer. Interesting. So that gets that reduces pollution. I think we'll go with deep space exploration for now, because I can then move population between planets if I need to, and it also gives me access to death spores. Good grief. Okay, so you can release plagues onto enemy planets if you really want to. That's a Martian planet, right? I think that's a Martian planet.
A cat may look on a king, but it doesn't have to stop there.
They asked me to refrain from colonizing. So they want me to stop building more colonies. Oh wait, they want me to actually give them a colony. Why would I just give you a colony? I mean, sure, I'll give you a colony if you give me a colony. We'll swap colonies, how about that? Where do I get this option? I can't... No, I can't add anything to anything at the moment. No, I'm not just going to give you a colony for nothing in return.
You will regret that.
Oh, basically they were just demanding territory off me. It was an excuse to go to war. Oh, well, okay, screw you guys then. Screw you guys, I'm going home. Right. Right, what we're going to do is... It's going to send that fleet to that military outpost. And we've built a colony ship, which we will... Should we colonize? I guess that's the safest thing to do right now, is to colonize one of these artifact worlds. Ptolemy Prime. Which one's best? I think they're both equally kind of like not very nice. So yeah, the cat people were being very just, you know, not very nice. Just demanding territory from me for nothing in return, because they thought they could get away with it. Okay. So the only way to grow this this colony is, I think, we'll build biospheres as our first thing. That'll get some food production going. But we also we'll get a nice research boost from that particular planet. Right, I wonder if we can upgrade that fleet. Yes, we can upgrade all. So they're now all upgraded. Where's my other fleet gone? Actually, let's send them back there. Upgrade all. Send them to the warp point. Right, we'll want to build some more powerful ships, so we'll actually build some destroyers. And we have more than enough. Okay, so just filled our queue with destroyers, basically. Fleet needs orders. Alright. I think we're just going to get this scout fleet to go as fast and as far as it can. Threatening fleet detected. Frigate 4. Scouts. Right, is it worth trying to attack this military outpost with this? I think we'll reinforce that fleet before we try anything of the sort. Fleet needs orders. Can I build stuff? Aha, I can build stuff. Superscalar gas harvester. So I can get extra resources. Okay. Right, so we are... I think for now we'll set that fleet to guard. And anything that attacks them there will also have the... that they'll have to deal with that military outpost also. Fleet needs orders. Do we set them to guard, or do I try and... I think we'll set them to guard. We'll do the same thing. We'll set them to guard for now. We'll actually get some reinforcements in place. Okay, this is not a very pleasant little system. Ooh. Right. Do we want to try and sort of go in and around? Should we see how far we can get this fleet rather than go all the way around the outside, which is obviously going to take a longer time? Well, actually... Oh wait, no, that's an unstable one, so... Okay, no, we can't do that. So let's go to that warp point.
Highness, this is important.
View monster! Space dragon! Oh my god! Space dragons! Everybody panic! Space dragons. Okay. I know I didn't get off to the best of, like... Let's have a look at the diplomacy. Like, we're at war at the moment. Is it just the fact that... Do we have kind of differing ideologies or whatever? Is that why are we just kind of... I know we didn't get off to a great start, but they were being very unreasonable. And they were building colonies next to me with absolutely no regard for anything, so... I don't know if that's... I don't know how... What the AI is going to be like as regards to diplomacy overall.
We've learned a new
Right,
trick.
civilian transports, so we can transfer between different things. Cloning centers. We can build cloning centers. Military tactics. Let's see. Advanced fusion will give us better starship drives,
Has seen this before.
which I'm going to guess means, yeah. Let's look at their military power. I think actually our fleets are probably completely outmatched at the moment. So we've got like fleets of 500. So we really need to get onto a full war footing as much as we can. So we're actually gonna set that to destroyer ×5 on Ptolemy 5. Because we need the ships. And then Ptolemy 2, biospheres, I think. But yeah. I don't know, maybe I've just been completely... right, we'll build a defensive position here as well. Maybe I've just been completely behind the curve in terms of building military power up. Oh, we really can't... Okay, that's kind of a dead end then. We can investigate this anomaly.
Arriving at the anomaly.
More credits.
Your...
Okay. Destroyer 2. I'll just send them to join that fleet. That should be making some destroyers. That should be 5 in total. Okay, hopefully we've got enough command points for all these destroyers we're building. Fleet needs orders. There we go. I'll reinforce that fleet. Right, it's a bit of a dead end really. This scout is just stranded right now. Because this entire kind of limb of wherever is... It doesn't even actually, honestly, the jumps between systems Doesn't really seem to have much to do with the fact that this is a spiral galaxy. I suspect that might just be cosmetic. I could be completely wrong. But it kind of seems like it is. Right, so a single one of my fleets their military technology seems to be far ahead of mine. There's not even numbers of ships, it's military technology. Choose research.
We've learned a new trick.
So upgrade all. So we really need to get our weapons upgraded ASAP. So fusion weapons. Right, let's upgrade all ships. We've got more than enough cash to do it. Looks like we have a scout fleet that's coming in to probe our defences. Choose production. On Ptolemy. Research lab. We absolutely need the research points. Okay. That's growing. That's nice. Is this factory... Oh, we haven't actually set them to build a thing yet. Military outpost.
GNN, Galactic News Network.
Galactic neighbors should take heed as the Cylon Quanta has taken over another planet.
It's a race to the top for sentient beings across the galaxy.
Oh, so this is exactly the same. Okay, we already had that one, so that's just a kind of generic... I don't know if it's just like whoever has the most planets colonized at that particular moment. I mean, we could, in theory, build another colony on... Where is it? Ptolemy Prime. And actually, that's maybe not a terrible idea, because... Ptolemy 3... We could... no, wait, that's... We're not going to build a colony ship there. Right, they're building frigates. Ptolemy 5. Ursa Prime's building frigates, so... I guess we'll have them. Wait, colony ship. Okay. So our fleet power is increasing, 845. So we're sort of getting a bit, catching up a bit with technology, but we absolutely need. Right, how do we attack this? Okay. Hooray! We defeated an unarmed scout. We are victorious. We're the best. We're the North Korea of space. Wait, what? Oh, the Martian caught up with my scout though, so oh well. Never mind. Question is, what kind of forces are they building up forces to attack me? Can't really tell. I have a total of 2 systems right now. But this one, I'm quite glad I hung on to that one though, because that's got a fair number of planets that I can actually do stuff with. Okay, that's reinforcing that fleet. So that fleet now has 1200 power. Set them to guard. This fleet's a little further behind. But we're still... Does that just build 5 frigates all at once? Is that what I've done? Or 5 destroyers all at once? I think so. Right, set them to guard mode. Oh, I see. I clicked on them and then that confused him. Right, let's see, more population on Ptolemy 5. That's good. I wonder how... Alright, shall we just see if we can't... No, they don't want to talk to me right now at all. Choose research.
This could be of aid in our campaign.
Oh. Select a technology. Okay. Fusion bombs or fusion beams? Let's go fusion beams. So some...
New trick.
That's interesting. Some technologies you actually have to make a choice. Right, upgrade all.
This could be of
Choose research military tactics. Or how about neutrino physics? Molecular manipulation. I think we will go for neutrino physics. We're generating more than enough cash that we can just keep upgrading our fleets, no problem. Choose production. Let's see. Oh, this is Ptolemy 3, which now has +1 food. Let's see. What do we want to go for? Hydro farm? Fungal farms? Fungal farms have more maintenance for the same amount of food, so we'll go for a hydroponic farm for now. Actually, do I even need a hydroponic farm? No, actually, I think we'll change that. Marine barracks. Okay, I'll go with marine barracks. Because this has only got a max population of 3. So there's no point building a lot of food sources, basically. But we can already see this is +6 research for 1. If I look at my... No, what ship design? This is actually the planet that's giving me the most research right now. Is Ptolemy 3, even though it's got 1 population. So, anyway, right. I think, was it Ptolemy 2 I've got building a colony ship? Yes. And then afterwards, what can we have Ptolemy 2 build? Government support facility? I guess so. More morale. Because this is going to be quite a populous world, so once it's fully fleshed out, so more morale is going to be good. So yeah, we want to colonize that other planet that has artifacts, and that will give me a nice research bump there as well. Fleet needs orders. We'll reinforce that fleet there, that's fine. We've also... There we go, our space factory's done with that, so that's fine. What else can we build with the space factory? I have no idea.
And now, the news.
It is a dog-eat-dog galaxy out there as the Sakra Brood battle against the Cylon Quanta for control of the galaxy.
Okay. Right. Oh, we can actually upgrade that. Is there any ships there we can upgrade? Yes. Upgrade all. Fleet power is now 1700. Can we upgrade this fleet? No. We could. A ship design. Let's take a look at the Nuka frigate. Oh, also it's not retained its unique design for some reason. It's actually defaulted to the standard frigate design, which is not what I wanted, but okay. Right. I don't think we have anything better than the nuclear. Can we replace that with some fusion beams? No. What do the standard destroyers have? They have quite a lot of... Yeah, the nuclear frigates are a bit useless, to be honest. Right, these actually have quite a lot of space left over, so we could maybe add something to these. Augmented engines. Anti-missile rockets, or we could actually increase the offensive armament. So at the moment they've got laser cannons. We We could swap them for fusion beams. Well, what have they got? They've got laser cannons and a fusion beam, it looks like. So we could actually increase the laser cannon quantity quite dramatically. Okay. We do anything with this one? No, I don't think so. We can't increase the amount of carrying capacity these ships have. I wonder if there's a maximum number of custom designs you could have. I mean, there was a limit in Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri, but it was quite a generous limit. So what can we do with destroyers? What do the alternate destroyers? So there's one alternate design for each ship, it looks like. And that's the kind of thing where it would be really nice to let modders have their way with it. Right, so this gets 125 total space. Gets bombs, missiles, neutron blasters. And I think that's just a kind of random... Right, let's... It's a pity you can't just kind of right click to clear a slot of something. Clear. If I just go nuts with the fusion, what does that do? Right, it won't let me have more than... Oh, of course it won't, because that takes me way over the limit. ECM jammer. And okay, we'll have an ECM equipped fusion frigate, right? This is going to be the flavor of this particular. 4 fusion beams, and we can fit something else in there, like 1 nuke missile launcher. Okay, what should we call this one? Oh, let's be boring. Just call it. Oh, you don't get that much space to name stuff, huh? I'll just call it the Destroyer B then, I guess. You don't get a lot of space for your custom names. That's a bit disappointing. So there we go. We've got a new design of Destroyer. Huh, I guess it must just be the preview. Does it not remember? No, it's apparently a bit bugged. It doesn't actually remember that you've changed the base model. Okay. So we found an exciting little bug there, I guess. Why not? Oh wait, no, there we go. Wow, I was clicking on the wrong thing, or was I? No wait, that's the standard. That's the normal frigate. I'm confused now. I want that frigate to look like that. Oh, it changed. Wait, what? It changes them around in the order of the... I'm confused now. Although it didn't save... No, it didn't save the... This must be a bug, though, because I actually did change that to the alternate destroyer design. There we go. It's actually now saved that. So okay, that is a bug, though. Okay. Hooray! We found a bug! Right, upgrade all. Yes. Space Factory. Can we automate this? It doesn't look like we can automate this. Let's send it there. Let's build a sensor array on that warp point. Neutrino physics research completed.
Our pride and honor. What new trick should the scrutineers scrounge up?
Molecular manipulation. I don't know which one to go for. Proton torpedoes sound quite powerful, so let's have those. Enemy fleet detected. Dun dun dun. I don't know, our military technology's improved a bit. How are we doing with... We've got 2 more frigates on the cards. That one. Okay, destroyer times, it just produces them all at once, but for a lower cost. But it's quite a long production time. Really quite a long production time. Let's just stick something on the queue there, so it'll come up with something after that. How's that colony ship doing? That's 3 turns. And that's building marine barracks. And then, I don't know, after that, automated factory, I guess. What do I want to build? A star base. I mean, it does cost you extra maintenance, but yeah. Extra morale is quite useful. Well, I just want extra production. I think extra production actually might be quite useful for that planet. Okay. Fleet needs orders. We can build space surveillance system, which is what I want to do. It doesn't actually tell me what the space surveillance system does, so we're going to find out. I presume it means I get some intelligence on the next system, like I get to see what's going on in the next system. Okay, it's another destroyer built. I wonder what the maximum size of a fleet is. I think we're also approaching our destroyer cap, actually, to be honest. We might need to cancel this production. I don't think we actually have enough command point cap at the moment. So we'll actually cancel that production. And build... We'll build one of those. Or I guess we'll just have that be a smaller defensive fleet for now. Oh, there's also a scout. Is there a scout fleet? I think we can take them, guys. Don't know why they're sending their unarmed scouts into places where they know I have military forces, but okay, whatever.
This is GNN.
Max says, do I fancy a multiplayer game? Absolutely, we're definitely going to try out the multiplayer of this at some point.
The classification of A. Bull-Rathi planet has been upgraded.
Hooray!
And now, the state of the galaxy. Current ranking of space fleet strengths.
Oh, we actually stand ahead of them. So that's nice. In terms of overall power. So this is our... I think we'll just send that. That's like our main fleet. We'll send that on the offensive at some point. Right, colony ship. So, there's our colony built. This is going to be our next colony built, rather. I'm still getting the hang of this. I don't want to jump in and do multiplayer when I've got literally no idea what I'm doing. But it's a lot of very, very familiar mechanics. Like, I have to say, it looks nice and it's been relatively fun to play so far. But this is all just initial impressions. And whether it has any legs or not. Like, I haven't yet found out what this does that's new. And it might be that there isn't anything that it really does that's new. So, I don't know. Anyway, +1 food, +1 research, so that's a no-brainer. We'll go for the biospheres. I wonder if you can... Oh, no, it'd be nice if you could kind of scroll around the planet, but... Anyway. Sport facility. Actually build a colonial revenue thingamy there. Which is fine. That'll give me extra tax base on this planet. Fleet needs orders. Send them to guard. Yeah, I've not had a tactical battle yet. That's like having a bit of fleet action is the next thing I'd like to do. Right, we'll actually build biospheres on Ursa Prime, and then we'll follow that up with I don't know, automated factory? It is my primary production centre at the moment, yeah, so we'll build an automated factory and then maybe colonial revenue service after that.
We've learned a new trick.
Yay! Proton torpedoes!
This could be...
That's nice. Right, ooh, okay, robotics. We'll go with robotics as our next technology. Upgrade all. So we can keep our ships completely bang up to date, which is nice. I have more than enough money for that. Fleet needs orders. Okay, I'm not actually sure what this surveillance array does. I have no idea. The game doesn't really tell you. Is there much else I can do with incompatible location? Well, there's stuff I could potentially build there, but anyway, never mind. Right, next turn. So there's a bit of a nothing war at the moment. Right. No, okay, there isn't. No, okay. I already knew there wasn't. Why did I click that again? I don't know. Reasons. Let's park it in orbit around Ptolemy 5. Destroyer. Okay. I think we've got one more destroyer queued up on one planet, which will max out my command points. So this fleet has got a rating of 21. Do we feel comfortable trying to... let's just select the entire fleet. Let's do it. Let's go on the offensive. Let's see what happens. Right. We'll just send that unit to sleep for now. We can also disband the space factory because I think that takes up a command point. Okay, we've just finished building a bunch of stuff. Let's have a quick look at the Empire screen. Ptolemy 2 building. Revenue service. That's fine there. Morale is now up to 75%, which is good. Do we want something like a military base? Ah, cool. Okay, you can see fleets that are in orbit around planets from the Empire screen. Okay. I don't know what to queue up for the next... I don't know. Automated factory, I guess. More production's always good. That one's already got an automated factory building, so we'll give that... we'll add the colonial revenue service, because more cash is always good. That's building biospheres, so after that we'll build a research lab. That's building a destroyer now, and we will have that build government support facility, and that's building biospheres, and that's already got a queued thing. Okay, shall we try a diplomacy screen? Shall we see if the thingammy, the Marchand, wants to talk?
Well, well, look what the cat dragged in. I'm listening.
Would they take this?
Why should a predator bargain with her game?
So they don't want... I wonder if I can just buy them off.
Run along.
But for now, I want to see if I can... I want to see what a fight is like. I want to... This might all go dramatically wrong, but I want to see what kind of fight we might... Like, I want to see what the tactical fight thing is like. Okay. So, they have a bunch of mixed destroyers. Victory chances, balanced. So we're going to click tactical. We're going to see what happens. I wonder if this is going to be Empire at War or if it's going to be Homeworld. And I'm looking at it, I'm thinking this is going to be a bit Empire at War, isn't it? Right, what kind of... Do I get any kind of control? I don't know. I don't know how this is. I don't even know how to tell whose ships are whose. Alright, here we go. This is my ship. Red formation. Tell them to focus. Are my ships getting hammered? I think my ships are getting hammered. We might be winning though. Oh god, no, my ships are getting owned. Oh god, they're all getting owned. It's all gone Pete Tong. I mean, we defeated some of their ships, but we just got, wow, owned. Wow, everything died. Literally everything died. Rip. So that's wow, the battles happened quick though. I didn't know what to expect from that screen. Right, well, we need reinforcements. We need replacements. ASAP. That all went so very horribly wrong. Okay. Missiles are king. Ah. In which case, maybe I want... Wait, let's go to the drawing board. The Destroyer B. I thought I gave that ECM. No? Right, if I add anti-missile rockets to the Destroyer B, that also might let me... that gives about... Oh, I can stick on one solitary laser cannon. Okay, done. Right, the nuka frigate design. Actually, no, that's not. That's now more powerful than the regular frigate, I think. Even though it's mostly nuclear missiles. Can we replace nuclear missiles with like photon torpedoes? I think 2 nukes are better than 1 photon torpedo. I think. Or I could just dump the laser cannon. And we could have basically a photon torpedo frigate. Okay. Okay, so the nuclear frigate's just photon torpedoes. We've got that, which has got anti... Yeah, I don't know how the... Okay, so was that the AI checkbox thing up at the top then? Because I've got... I don't know if that's a pausable battle. I hope it is. So the regular destroyers... I've got sort of fusion destroyers with anti-missile rockets, so we'll build a couple of those. Upgrade all. Okay. Dear God, build ships. Build ships quickly! Okay, so let's build, like, 4 Destroyer Bs. And we'll actually spend a bit of cash and basically finish that production in the next turn. And we might even want to... Where are we? Population 7. Oh, we don't have enough food production, I think. Should we take 1 from research and put it into production for Ursa? Okay, we'll do that. Okay, rip. Oh, battles are pausable. Okay, so we have a lot to learn about the tactical battles.
This could be of aid in our campaign.
Oh, one of our colonies is being polluted. Dun, dun, dun. Is that because I've got extra production? Oh, well, that's not good. So the more production is an extra percentage of... Pollution's at 61%. Jeez, okay. We're actually going to have to go with reducing pollution after that. So we're going to have to get our other colonies building ships. So that's building a Destroyer B. We'll cancel our production orders and get them to build some regular destroyers. That's building a factory, so we'll leave that alone. Wait, no, that's Ptolemy 2, isn't it? Okay, we'll build some frigates. And then Ptolemy 3 and Ptolemy Prime will leave alone for now in terms of production orders. So Ursa Prime is actually getting heavily polluted. That's not good. We'll actually buy a frigate just to speed things up a bit. Okay. Ptolemy 3 has grown. Very good. Fleet needs orders. Right, we'll just set them to guard for now. Choose research.
We've learned a new trick, thanks to our
Automated repair
scrutineers.
units sound like they're very useful.
This could be of aid in our campaign.
Okay. We probably want the thing that has, yeah, atmospheric renewer. That's suddenly become very pressing. Right. Why? I'm slightly confused by... No, okay, that's fine. It was just... I don't know what it was showing there. Okay, anyway, yes, no, it's fine. Pollution's reaching rather bad levels on this one planet, though. In fact, we can cancel that pollution cleanup because we'll be able to build a thing. I'm throwing money at the problem. We're building these destroyers very quickly.
We've learned a new trick.
Yay! Atmospheric renewer thingies. Right, we definitely need to build those. Upgrade, upgrade. Tachyon physics. Artificial gravity. Military tactics. Advanced engineering. What about that? Oh, yes, that gives better armor. Let's go for advanced engineering. Upgrade the ships.
This reminds me.
Okay, it looks like we're going to have to immediately switch production to an atmospheric renewer. We're actually just going to plonk some cash down on that as well. Okay, so that reduces the pollution, but we need to actually, in order to take that, so it's reduced the rate at which it's increasing, but we need to get use pollution cleanup in order to, okay, right, we'll just stick that back on balance then. Okay, that's minus 7% pollution per turn. So we need to do that for a few turns. Fleet needs orders, so we're going to send that all the way down there. I wonder if you can use space factories to do something for pollution. I don't know. Anyway, that's all. So that's what that red bar is. Don't think any of our other planets have any issues with pollution right now. Got 1% pollution on Ptolemy. We might actually build atmospheric renewer there as well. That's a 3% pollution. And Ptolemy 3. So again, we'll do the same. And I guess we'll do the same there. So the only way to actively reduce pollution is to use the pollution cleanup thing. Which is actually, I've not seen that in a game before.
We've learned a new trick.
Space elevators! Woo! Space elevators, cool. Also, titanium armors, and I can build cruisers now. Nice, although they have quite a hefty command point cost.
This could be...
Right, super alloys. Heavy armor, reinforced hulls. We also have advanced construction. We'll go with the super alloys for now. So we'll upgrade all our ships. Didn't mean to zoom all the way out there. Once that's down to a more manageable level, we'll actually build let's see, ship design. Cruisers! What's on the cruisers? Oh god, that's boxy. Okay. So that comes with mass drivers, nuclear bombs, fusion beams, Merculite missiles. We can also stick on some extra systems. I don't know, ECM jammer? Or anti-missile rockets? I guess ECM jammer. We'll stick an ECM jammer on it. Okay. So I definitely want a cruiser, at least one cruiser. They look like fairly powerful units. Okay, that's another frigate built. Move that down there.
This is GNN, Galactic News Network.
And now, the state of the galaxy. Current number of colonies.
Oh, we're behind a bit, apparently. We've only got one planet left in this system that we could build a colony on, but frankly, it's a bit of a crap heap. I'm not sure we would particularly want to build one in Ptolemy 4. I mean, it'd be extra production. It would be somewhere where we could build extra production, but there's no particular advantage to building something there. Oh, there's actually workers on strike there, I think. Let's see. We could build... I will do it. We'll build a colony ship. I mean, we might as well. We might as well get an extra planet that can produce stuff. Right. Okay. Let's see, it's just a scout fleet. And I guess they wanted to see if I still have ships here, and hey, surprise! Yes, I do. Right, that's another frigate, so we'll send that down there. So we're slowly rebuilding this fleet up. Right, choose research.
This could be of aid in our campaign.
Right, do I want... Oh, this is another one where I have to make a choice. So I can have heavy armor or reinforced hull. Okay, bonus resilience multiplier times 2 or reinforced hull multiplier 2. So that increases the durability? And that increases the armor effectiveness, I think, if I'm reading these correctly. It's a little bit unclear. I don't know, I guess we'll go with the heavy armor.
We've learned a new trick. Thanks. This could...
So, we choose... I don't know. Should we get some really low... Should we get... Yeah, we'll get biotech. We'll get a really easy one. It's a low-hanging fruit. Right, upgrade all. Okay, Ursa Prime. That's taken its... yeah, okay, that's fine. That's down to... Maintenance 5. Ships cost minus 30%. Hello, that's worth having. We'll build the... We'll build a cruiser. And then I'm going to build a colonial revenue thingamy. And then we probably will build a space elevator after that. Okay. The colonial thingammy-what's-a-jig doohickey. So that fleet already, even with that number of ships, has already got a higher rating than the previous fleet.
We've learned a new trick, thanks to our scrutineer.
Okay. Advanced data center? Well, maybe take something that gives better advanced construction. Battle pods or fighter bays. So you can start building carriers essentially, or you can have battle pods as an alternative, which lets you put extra equipment on your ships. Actually, let's go for ion fission though. So upgrades. There we go. That's just a scout fleet. Look at that. They haven't really been, like, they've sent occasional scout fleets, but they haven't, I don't know if that's just the state of the AI at the moment, but they haven't been very aggressive at all. Like, what would happen if I tried to attack this military outpost, but this is not a very strong fleet. So I don't know. I'm sort of playing it quite cautious at the moment. Choose production. Ptolemy 3, okay. Did I not build a... I don't know. Hydroponic farm? That doesn't seem to be growing at all. Oh yeah, no, of course it won't be growing yet because I've only got enough food to support one extra population, so a hydro farm, I guess, yeah. And Ptolemy Prime is in exactly the same position, so I guess we'll go with a hydro farm as well. Although that doesn't have an automated factory yet, so we can add that to the list. Ursa Prime, we've got Ptolemy 5 is building stuff. We'll build an atmospheric manure there. Okay. Yeah, fighter bays might be useful. You could create dedicated carriers, perhaps. Hey, Ursa Prime's back up to 8.
Welcome to GNN, Galactic News Network.
The Galactic Union for Mineral Standards has upgraded the mineral classification of a Borathi planet, thanks to recently discovered deposits of valuable minerals.
Yay! Okay. That's Ptolemy 3. So that's now rich in mineral resources. That's going to help production, which is nice.
This could be of aid in our campaign.
Right. Ion fission. Oh, this is one where I have to choose again. Okay, so I get a combat speed bonus, 40%. So it's basically a new drive, or I can get a new weapon. Do we want an ion drive? Extra speed? Or extra weapons? We'll go with extra speed. Okay, update your blueprints. That's going to be an upgrade to all ships.
This could be of aid in our campaign.
Okay, we'll take advanced construction next. And then we upgrade all ships. Oh, you hit the scroll thinking it's going to scroll down the list, and it doesn't. It scrolls out the map instead. Okay. Right, command points. We're actually starting to run out of command points. Are there any ships where we could build? What is starbase? We'll queue up a starbase around Ptolemy 3. And I guess we'll queue it up for Ptolemy Prime as well. That will give me more command points, which means bigger fleets. Okay, and there's our cruiser. And that actually now puts me... Whoa, hello. Yes, your support costs are quite substantial. Once you go over. That's dramatically cut the amount of cash I have available. And that's now a reasonably powerful fleet. In theory. Fleet needs orders. Okay. Oh, we have now currently 0 income. Choose research.
This could be of
Okay.
aid in our campaign.
What do we think? Battle pods or fighter bays? I think fighter bays. Mind you, space 100. You basically need a dedicated carrier. And you need it to be at least a cruiser size. Shall we give it a go, though? Let's give it a go. I don't know what's gonna... What kind of effect that's gonna have, but we'll see. Neutronium armor! I like the sound of that. Let's go for neutronium armor.
I'm on it, Your Highness.
Right. Ship design. We need... Basically, I think we need at least a cruiser. You could maybe just about squeeze it into a destroyer hull, but no, let's go for a cruiser hull. And... we're going to say fighter bays! Oh, we need to actually remove everything. Oh, there we go. Right. Wait, why is it... Oh. Oh, I see. It moves everything down the list, as it were. So, we can have 1 fighter bay. And we could maybe have some defensive, like... missiles? Mass drivers? Okay, let's stick on some, like, defensive mass drivers. And then we'll stick on... God, I don't know, ECM jammer or an automated repair unit? I don't know what to stick on this thing. Heavy armor, maybe? Okay, let's have heavy armor and then anti-missile rockets or an ECM jammer. And I think the game just crashed. Yay! Okay. Well, this is an alpha after all. Just as Conway turns up, the game crashes. Hashtag blame Conway. Okay. Let's launch that. And this is the point where I think, dear God, have I saved it at any point? Because I'm not sure that I have. I don't think I've actually saved it. Well, that's a rookie mistake. I hope it's got some kind of autosave going on, or else I'm basically starting over from scratch. Not that it matters. I wasn't really getting invested in that game. This is definitely this is definitely me. Oh God, I've got to put in the username and password again as well. It doesn't save it. Hang on, give me a second. Enjoy the space talk for a second while I put this in, and let's hope it doesn't crash again, because it actually did crash earlier when I tabbed out on the thingammy screen. Okay. I also will note that the test account things they gave us, they actually managed to misspell, which was quite funny. At least it was quite funny to me. Right. Oh wait, no, I've missed out on a thing there, haven't I? Okay, that should let me log in. There we go. Right, let's see. Single player. Continue. Bluthazar, oh, here we go. Yes, okay. It does have an autosave. I do actually have. I keep getting confused about. Because I thought PvP 3 was just a direct clone of PvP 1, except it seems to at least have some different progress on each. So I've played a bit on PvP 1 and I've played a bit on PvP 3, and then I've played a bit on PvE 1. So I've kind of been splitting my progress, and it's all been very, very slow. So I'm as far as sailing around in a yacht, basically. I haven't done a whole lot in naval action so far. Okay, right. No, not a frigate. We don't want a frigate. No, yes, we do want an empty slot though. We were creating a carrier. That's what we were doing. So we were gonna. There really needs to be a better way of clearing, like just be able to right click on a slot and have that empty the slot or do something along those lines. Do these have any options actually at this point? Ah, you can actually, okay. So you can actually give that an ion drive. And the armor, I think, upgrades automatically. So, yeah, we're going to stick in... Oh, we don't have that available, so we're back before that research actually completed. Research screen.
This could be of aid.
Aha, there we go. Right, fighter base. Update your blueprints. Upgrade all. Choose research. What had I gone for? I can't remember a thing. I'd gone for a thing. Molecular compression. That sounds right. I haven't actually looked at the tech tree yet. Let's have a look. Yeah, okay. Molecular compression. It's a very standard looking tech tree, by the way. Okay. Let's try that again. We're going to create a carrier. Okay. Yeah, right-clicking on these slots just has the same effect as if you left-clicked. It'd be really nice to have that kind of, just to empty it out kind of thing. So we're going to put on fighter bays, and we're going to give it an ECM jammer. Do we want an automated repair unit? That's an awful expensive thing in terms of space. We want to give it some weaponry. Just so it can at least not be just sitting there in space twiddling its thumbs. Let's see. What has decent... Neutron blasters? Mass drivers? Missiles. We could always give it the missiles. Let's stick on a couple of missile launchers. Which actually gives it a pretty respectable DPS. Okay, so we're going to have the... It's a pity you can't have longer names, because you could type in kind of cool names for things, but you can't. It's quite limited. Okay, you know what? We're going to call this the Conway. There you go. It's the Conway carrier. There you go, Conway. Don't you feel honoured? You've got your own carrier named after you. Although, once again, yeah, this is definitely a bug. Even though you select the alternate, you have to go back in and select the alternate thing. And, oops, it helps if you don't press cancel. Done. And then it should save it. There we go. Yeah, that's definitely a bug. It's a pretty minor bug. But it's definitely a bug. So, the Conway. The problem is we're way over our command point cap at the moment, so I don't think I even got a character named after me in XCOM, Conway, so it wasn't just you. Right, what's that building? I can't really build a Conway at the moment, that's the only problem. I don't know if I can even... Yeah... As a prime, we might have to have it basically generate cash for a while. Let's have a quick look at the Empire screen. Who's building what? It'd be nice if you could see the pollution level on this screen, but you can't. Unfortunately, that's building a starbase, which is good. That's building a colony ship, which is also good. It can expand just a little bit. Pity you can't rename your outposts and stuff. And in fact, if you could rename individual ships, that'd be really cool. But
This
I guess not.
is GNN.
And now, the state of the galaxy. The census rankings of Empire populations.
Okay. God, that takes me all the way back to Civilization, when a thing would pop up every so often saying the venerable Bede has compiled a list of, you know, the richest kingdoms or whatever. Right, save. Saving is an option. Anyway. My empire has a deficit. Da, da, da. Well, we've got a big head of cash at the moment, so that's not really an issue. Right, that ship, that fleet is definitely in power equal to my own fleet, but we've got at least, I think... I thought I had one more ship being built, but that's possibly not the case. We'll also have that build, Ptolemy 2, we'll have that build trade goods at the moment, so just making cash basically. A fleet needs orders. So we're going to send that to Ptolemy 4. There we go. Which is a bit of a nothing planet, but you know, it's an extra place where we can produce stuff. And the actual mineral level's not too bad at all. So, yeah, that's not too shabby. Right, build biospheres. Okay. I mean, I suppose we could disband... Oh, wait, there's a whole bunch of destroyers in... Oh, God, there's a bunch of destroyers that have just been sat there. Whoops. Right, we'll send them down to reinforce that main fleet. That was totally intentional. Although maybe I should have sent a destroyer into that fleet as well, because that's a very small fleet, really. Considering that's the main border between the person I'm at war with. But anyway. Right, this fleet is now crazily powerful. At least, God, I hope it is. Choose production. Who's building what? Ptolemy 4. Government support facility. Let's have them build that. We're back in positive cash, but yeah, we need to raise that cap. So as soon as the star base is built, basically. So I've got 2 star bases being built right now.
Welcome to GNN.
The Alkari flock has grown in strength.
It's a good thing they give you the option to turn these off, but it'd be nice if they also gave you an option to control when those GNN messages actually appeared. Right, should we... I'm feeling a bit more confident with this fleet now. Should we try this battle thing again? Tactical battles. We're still making cash, but yeah, I agree, we could be making more cash. Right, that's a single Martian destroyer. Can we attack them when they're in transit? I don't think so. Bombard! So I've destroyed an outpost, apparently. And I guess we can also bombard planets. Okay, so we can attack this this fleet. This is one destroyer. Tactical! I think I fancy my chances. Wow, that guy's so screwed. Right, okay, so we can pause with a space bar. Enable AI, let's turn that off. So it's very, yeah, it is very Empire at War. It's one single flat plane. And you do have some tactical things that you can use, but otherwise it's... let's just control everything. It's not quite clear what the various point bars. Like, it's probably... I'm sure the ship's split into different sections. Like, that would be my guess. Right, we're just going to set them all to attack this guy. Because he's just bones. He's just so boned. And he doesn't even know it. Pew, 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 pew. I think we won, you guys. I think we won. Well, I mean, the way in which that they are split into different sections, the bars. Anyway. So we had one ship that got a bit damaged after that. You can build ships that will repair after battles automatically, which is nice.
We've learned a new trick, thanks to our scrutineers.
Hey, better armor. Right, upgrade all. And let's go with military tactics, because actually troop transports I think is what we would need to invade planets. So we can significantly upgrade the armor of all ships, and we'll actually send them back to the outpost so they can upgrade as well. Choose production. Okay, it's Ptolemy 5. And we'll have it build a colonial revenue service for now, and then we'll do food production next time, I think. Choose production, Ptolemy 3, so this is one of the small planets. Government support facility. Is it worth having that for a planet this size? Missile base, maybe? I haven't really done a lot with planetary defenses, to be honest. Let's go with space elevator. Although, wow, that does have a lot of maintenance, though. We don't want to build too many of those. Let's go with trade goods for now, then, because, yeah, although actually more morale would be good, actually. Let's go with the government centre. There's a lot of planets that are stuck on 60%, so... yeah. I mean, we could actually put the tax rate up. Well, there we go. Also, our command cap has... we don't have that problem with being over our command cap anymore. Right, Ptolemy 4. Just built themselves one of them things, so I guess an automated factory. So our income has jumped way back up again. And we can actually change that. So we can have Ursa Prime build a neutron collider. What's this? Production per cell. Not actually sure what that means. We can increase the defences of Ursa Prime, actually. This is my homeworld after all, so let's increase the defences. Fleet needs orders. Right, we're going to upgrade this fleet. For quite a hefty cost. But it's worth doing. So that fleet now has a combined combat power of over 8,000. I think we've also got another star base being built, at which point we can build ourselves a carrier. In fact, we can actually stick a carrier on the crew, on the queue, rather, production queue. So where are we? The Conway. Where's the Conway? Which would cost 11 turns, 221. So we're gonna build a Conway to go with that fleet. Choose research.
We've learned a new trick, thanks to our scrutineers.
Hooray, hooray. Troop transports. Right, genetic engineering. What's this one? Spy bonus plus 10%, population growth plus 15%, and population growth actually is going to be quite useful. Right, troop transports. So I think we need a marine barracks before we can use troop transports, but we can potentially take over planets, so we might actually try and do that. Right, so that's a fleet incoming, but that's just a scout. We might try attacking this military outpost. Attack. Shall we go for the tactical view? Let's see what a military outpost looks like in the tactical view. Look at you, floating there, pretending to be Deep Space Nine. Mind you, these things might be really tough for all I know. Right. I'm not quite sure what the different the advantages of the different formations are, but I guess we'll just send them straight into attack. I mean, not sure what else to do. Well, that just got pounded into the dust. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Right, is it worth sending them into orbit around that planet? Because we can bombard the planet. Right, so what options do we get? Attack, guard. Let's see what attack gives. Star base, missile base. We don't have any way of actually conquering the planet yet. Right, yes. And we'll send one wing off to attack the missile base. I think we have lost some ships. Well, actually, no, I think we have actually lost one or two ships. Anyway, so now everything can just attack this missile base. So what we'll do is we'll withdraw this fleet because we might need to build a few more ships to kind of replenish. We lost one destroyer and 2 frigates. Yes, okay. Attack colony. We just nuked the crap out of them. That was a bit mean. Okay, after that we'll bring our fleet back to repair, replenish, whatever. But we've softened them up. We've destroyed their defenses. So right, the convoy's going to build soon. We've also got that's building in 5 turns. Right, so we'll actually set up doobity-doo, one of them things. What am I wanting? A thing. A bear, all covered with hair. A troop transport, there we go. We'll queue up a troop transport, which I think probably has, yeah, 1 command point cost.
This could be of aid in our campaign.
So I can overall get plus 10% spy bonus. Or I can get plus population growth, which might be useful if somebody else tries to attack me with bioweapons. I think we'll go with that one, actually.
We've learned a new trick, thanks to our scrutineers.
Okay. Antimatter fission. Oh. There's also tachyon physics, which is a lot. We'll go with the tachyon physics first, because that's a lot easier to get. Nuke them back into the Stone Age! That's how civilized people deal with things, right? Okay, Ptolemy 5 has finished production. Build an automated factory there. We might also, yeah, we need to actually increase food production somehow before we can get that population up higher. Ptolemy 2 is actually pulling trade goods at the moment, so again we can do exactly the same thing. Queue up a hydro farm. And Ptolemy 3 is not building anything. Let's see, they've got 3 population plus 1 food, so there's no point building any more food thingamies. Should we build like a missile base or something? I think so. Finally starting to get around to building some planetary defenses for some of these places. Oh, they don't even have marine barracks yet, so we'll queue that up for Ptolemy Prime. Ptolemy 4. Research lab. There we go. Right. I don't know. Global DNA scanner. I guess if they're trying to spy on us, we'll see what that does. I'll set that fleet to guard for now. The Conway is almost finished building.
This reminds me.
Oh, okay. It's a system called Orion. Okay, well done, I guess. I don't know. I'm very hampered about how far I can explore right now, because this and sort of this end are all just kind of sealed off by places I can't go yet.
Trick, thanks to our scrutineers.
Right, battle scanners and other things. So we've made our ships better. Right, we're going to go with antimatter fission. Okay.
This is GNN.
The Bullrathi Empire achieved a major breakthrough in science today. And now, the state of the galaxy. Current leaders of advanced technology.
Yay! It'd be nice if I knew how I compare to my neighbours, but I think I'm... In terms of military power, I think I'm doing quite well.
This could be of aid in our campaign.
Right, antimatter drives or antimatter bombs? I don't know. More speed or more DACA? What do you think? I'm going to put this one to the chat. What do you want, chat? More speed or more DACA? Because antimatter bombs seem kind of nasty. Okay, we have one for bombs. Do you really need to spoof CNN? Isn't CNN already a spoof of CNN? 2 for bombs. 1 for more DACA. 3 for bombs. People want bombs, apparently. Okay, I think this has been long enough. We're gonna go with bombs.
This could be of aid in our campaign.
Okay, artificial gravity. Orbital
Listen.
shipyards. Hell yes, let's build those. So proton torpedoes get a significant upgrade, and the nuclear bombs automatically get upgraded to antimatter bombs, so that's fine. Ursa Prime's also steadily building up pollution again, so you know what? We're going to have to go for pollution cleanup sooner rather than later, so we're going to queue up pollution cleanup. The Conway is almost built, which is nice. What's the state of pollution elsewhere? Very low. It's mostly Ursa Prime. Choose production. Where are we? Ptolemy. I think... Oh, yeah. This is the one where... Yeah, we're at our population cap already. Should we try a neutron collider? I'm not entirely sure what that does. When it says production per cell, does it mean, like, of each of these? So that would give me +2 production, essentially. Which is probably not that useful on this particular planet, so maybe I shouldn't build a neutron collider there. That's more useful for a high production planet. I don't know, ground batteries? I guess. There's not a lot left to build on that particular planet. Fleet needs orders. Okay, that's the Conway. We're going to join that up. Wow, the Conway's got some serious power just all on its own. And we'll just, you know, quickly crush that scout fleet. Why not? Right, we're going to wait for this troop transport to build. And then we're going to go and see if we can't attack this planet of Guitar Prime. I also need to quickly dash to the bathroom, so everyone just... well, actually, quickly save it. Everyone bear with me for a second. Okay, we're back. Where are we? Right. I don't know how much longer I want to keep going for, actually. I think we'll maybe do another hour or so, and then I will want to go and eat anyway, just on the basis of I haven't had anything since breakfast. Well, I'm starting to form an impression of this game. Right. Ptolemy 2, I don't know, missile base, why not? Build some basic defences. It does seem to just randomly plonk stuff on the planet's surface, so it looks a bit weird, to be honest. That could definitely be improved. Like that sitting in an ocean. I don't know. I mean, it's nice to have a representation, I suppose, of the stuff that you've actually got built on the planet, but it seems a bit clumsy at the moment.
You can trust me on this.
Okay, hey, troop transport's ready. 30 out of 47. Right, how do I... Like that, I think means it's carrying Marines. That's now building planetary cleanup. And we could actually, I think we, what was it? We lost a pair of destroyer Bs last time, didn't we? No, that's destroyer B times 5. Whoops. So we'll build some destroyer Bs. I can find them. Actually, I don't think you have to close it every time, or do you? I don't know. No, I don't think you do. Right, and then we'll just build another, queue up another cruiser. So once that's done removing pollution, we will build some more ships. Also, manage structures. Does that actually do anything? Or no, that just lets you look at the planet, I think. And see what's where. It does seem to just plonk them down in completely random locations. Juice production. Ptolemy 4. That can build a hydro farm. Okay. We can also get yet more cap because this place hasn't built so it's worth having, even on the crappy planets, it's maybe worth having colonizing them, because you can actually do things like build star bases which increase your cap. So that seems worth having. Also, I've just noticed Conway sent me another message in Skype, so just give me a second. Anyway, yes. Right. We've got one colony that's -1 cash, and every other colony is making decent amounts of money so far. Let's see. Ptolemy 4, build production. Fungal farms. We'll get some more food production going. Next colony. Ptolemy 2. Oh wait, no, we don't need to. that's building a thing. Artificial gravity research completed.
This could
So
be of aid in our campaign.
orbital shipyards, which is a further decrease to ship costs, and actually it's less of a decrease than the elevators, but it gives it's less maintenance than the elevators, because the elevators are really expensive. So planets with moons, but we can only select one of them. +4 research is really nice. I think +4 research is actually more useful. Okay, we're going to go with +4 research. Xenobiotics. I mean, sure, okay, why not? That's a really cheap one. So on this, oh, not Ursa Prime, on Ptolemy 4, we can actually significantly boost the amount of research by having a moon laboratory. So we'll actually queue up the moon lab. I have played like my experience of like Civ 5 multiplayer and EU4 multiplayer and CK2 multiplayer. It goes way up the more people that you have playing. It's not so bad for turn-based games, but for real-time games like EU4, everybody's constantly pausing because, you know, a pop-up happens, and it can really drag out, and especially if you've got 5 or 6 people and you're all crawling along at the lowest speed, because otherwise the clients can't keep up with each other. Then you can spend like 4 hours covering just a couple of years of game time kind of thing. But even in Civ 5, the more players you have, even though it's still turn-based, and even though you can set turn time limits, it can still take a while. It can still take a while. So yeah, you need patience for multiplayer for these kinds of games. Anyway, next turn. Choose research.
We've learned a new trick.
So soil enrichment facility is quite useful, and we also get another thing for reducing pollution output, which is very useful. So food per cell. So that's like the accelerator thing. It boosts your production for existing production, as it were. Right, private funding. We've been like ignoring that one forever, so we'll choose that one. Ptolemy 5. Should we build the toxic processor? I think so. Next turn. 8 hours to do 300 turns. Good grief. I can believe it though. Choose production, Ptolemy Prime. Colonial revenue services. Let's boost the cash output of this colony slightly. Currently it's neutral, so we can actually have it make a little bit of money. Oh, wrong one. Next turn. Right, we've also reduced the pollution there quite drastically, but we'll... in fact, we could actually... Oh, never... Yeah, no, that's fine, actually. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Choose research.
We've learned a new trick.
Right, so that's advanced data center again, +1 research per existing, you know, population of that's in research. So that's fine, and also crust prospecting, but I don't think we have any planets where we could actually use that. So let's go for something more advanced. Planetary radiation shields, optronics. Give us shield capacitors, optronic computers. Let's go for magnetogravitics. How are we doing with that? All those destroyers. Choose production. Ptolemy 2. I don't know. Ground batteries, or we want something like soil enrichment facility, which will greatly increase food production. Well, not greatly, but it'll add quite a decent amount. We're already doing alright for research, so we'll actually go with the soil enrichment. Fleet needs orders. There we go. So we got another destroyer. So what was left in that production queue? A cruiser and a destroyer. Should we try invading with what we've got now? So let's send that fleet on its way. Oh, and they've sent a fleet to meet me. But we look at this, 3,000 versus 11,000. We'll see how it goes, but I think we can take them. Though actually, we probably want to have the troop transport be... Oh, okay. They've withdrawn. They've said nope. Do not want. Right, Ptolemy 5. Should we do the same thing? Or what's the state of? Yeah, no, we'll do the same thing. We'll increase our food production. So that's fine. The fleet needs orders. Right, is this a planet that we can now just colonize? Is it just, did they give up on it? How do we... do we have the... okay, let's try... Okay, we've basically killed the entire civilian population and they've only got sort of military population left alive. Invade! Oh, we ran out of Marines. Oh well. Still, we basically, that was like we nuked everybody. So I think we have to send them back to our planet before we can get more Marines. So we'll send them back to Ursa Prime then. We've also got a destroyer that's just completed, so that's fine. So we're actually just going to have that destroyer stand guard there for now. Choose production. Ptolemy Prime can build, I don't know, toxic processor, I guess. We're getting a little bit of pollution, so we can actually reduce that. Okay. I probably need another what's almost finished building stuff. Let's have them build a troop transport. You probably need at least 2 troop transports for taking a planet, so let's actually queue up a troop transport.
We've learned a new trick.
Hey, better shields, also planetary shields. And a warp dissipator. Okay.
This could be of aid in our campaign.
Right, genetic mutations unlocks terraforming. Hello,
Your
let's go
Highness.
for that. We can also upgrade the shields on all of our ships, I think just about. Or a lot of our ships anyway. Ptolemy 3, choose production. I guess we'll go with toxic processor. Right, next turn. Ptolemy 2. What can we build? What can we build? I clicked the wrong button there. I'm not quite sure what to build. A space elevator, maybe? It's quite hefty on support costs, but for building ships, though. Quicker ship construction time. Or is it quicker ship construction time? It's just maybe less ship building resources required. Oh wait, right, we've built the troop transport, so we'll send that to Ursa Prime. So we'll have more Marines. Where's the troop? Where's the troop transport we had previously? Is that just like vanished? Do they get used up by landing operations? I guess that would make sense, but it means I need to build another one if I want to have 2 of them. Okay. And then we'll have to set that back to pollution cleanup. Afterwards. Okay. Oh, you can click and drag to move production orders around as well. That's actually really nice. That's a nice little touch. Hey, Snooze. Is it tanks in space? No, there are in fact a complete lack of tanks in this game, which is very disappointing. Missile base. We'll continue with our policy of beefing up planetary defences a little bit.
We've learned a new trick, thanks to our screw.
Terraforming, so we can now terraform planets. We can also get that just a permanent research boost as well, which is really nice. Let's go for. Do we want to go for optronics or what does xenology give?
Your Highness.
Let's try xenology.
Said this could be of aid in our campaign.
So, planets like this one, potentially we could terraform, except I don't know how you do that. Unless it's in the production queue somewhere. Not sure. I don't know how one goes about terraforming. Don't know. Unless none of my planets are just suitable for terraforming. Not sure.
Welcome to GNN.
And now, the state of the galaxy. Current ranking of space fleet strengths.
Wow, my fleets are apparently way more powerful than the next nearest. So going for a technology focus for going after. Oh, there we go, terraforming. A military technology focus. Really, yeah. Okay, we'll try terraforming. We'll see what happens. I'm curious. Okay, terraforming has popped up as an option on Ptolemy 2. Let's have a go. Let's see what happens. Ptolemy 3. And we could actually, as it was building an advanced data center. I don't know, getting +1 research for 3 maintenance seems a bit we can't get really any more population. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what to you know what, we'll have it build a cruiser. We'll have it build a cruiser for the kind of this Guardian fleet here, because we don't really. They're not a very strong fleet, to be honest. It's a couple of destroyers and frigates. So we'll put a bit of beef in that fleet. Choose production. Ptolemy 5. We might be able to terraform this as well. What's their pollution? Right, we'll build a toxic processor first, and then we'll terraform Ptolemy 5. Xenology research completed. So we can have an alien management center used to control the alien population of an occupied colony. So if you're going to conquer a lot of places, maybe that would be the thing to have. Or you can either have alien psychology, which I guess has more of an effect on diplomacy. I think we'll go with the diplomacy one, even though I probably am going to be taking over a lot of... well, we might do it at this rate, I don't know. Right. Oh, I see. So if you want to just buy stuff... Okay, the geosynchronic warehouse decreases the costs. We can research gravitic fields. Anti-gravity harness, which improves... Okay, that improves Marine's combat capability and also gravity generators. Optronics? I think we'll go with Optronics actually, because
The
that
might of the Bulrathi
gives
prevails.
shield capacitors, so that increases the effectiveness of shields. Okay, Ptolemy Prime. We could build... What could we build? Missile base. Oh, government support facility. There we go. We'll increase the happiness, the morale. Right. We've built all the fleets. We have a completely ridiculously massive fleet, so we're going to go once again and try and conquer Guitar Prime. We now have 2 troop transports. And we also have, I think, better bombs than last time as well.
Welcome to GNN.
Research at a Bulrathi
Yoo-doo!
colony suffered
Oh, well.
a serious setback when a malicious computer virus struck the planetary
I wonder if this was as a
processing
result
network.
of covert action. Because that was one of the... I don't know if it's so much in the Civ games, but certainly in Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri, you could really go heavily into covert stuff. In fact, one of the Alien Crossfire factions was heavily built around covert operations, and you could seriously screw up enemy faction research. I don't actually know how you do a lot of covert stuff in this game. I've seen various things referring to covert things, but... Right. We should, in theory, be able to utterly crush these guys. It's a big thing of Beyond Earth as well. Okay. Okay, right. So we have... where are our troop transports? Are they not on this map? It doesn't do a great job of telling you which. I mean, you can mouse over and see which ships are which. That's our cruisers. That's the Conway. That's a pair of Nuka frigates. Destroyer Bs. Okay, I guess our troop transports aren't on this tactical combat map, and it's... Let's have a look at the enemy disposition. You should be able to mouse over and more easily see. So that's destroyers. Frigates, destroyer 8. So I guess we'll focus down their highest rated destroyers first. Which is actually, that's a destroyer 7, but anyway. Ha! Take that, asteroids! Focus fire! Noobs! Focus fire! Shield your allies! It's like team battles in more tanks. And then people start swearing at other people for not following orders. Wow, we are walking over them. Okay. We really have turned things around in terms of, like, powerful fleets. We took some fleet damage, but did we even lose a ship? We may have lost a little ships. We lost 1 destroyer. And we wiped them out. Yeah, I think this is the power of technology here. So even though I've only got 2 star systems, I'm well outstripping these guys. Okay. Actually, let's send them back to recuperate for a turn at the starbase. Because that had to have been one of their main fleets. I don't think they have a lot of sort of firepower beyond that. Choose production. Okay, has Ptolemy been terraformed? Or was this one? No, I hadn't terraformed this one yet, I don't think. That was Ptolemy 2 I was going to terraform. So we'll start terraforming Ptolemy 5. Where is Ptolemy 2? 8 turns. So I don't know if it increases your population cap or if it increases... I don't know. Actually, having said also, we could maybe do with the gravity research because we've got high gravity on Ptolemy 2. Okay. Ptolemy Prime. I don't know. I think we might just have them make money for a while. Or we could, well, build a missile base. But we might just have them sit and make money. Right, fleet needs orders. We're gonna make them skip a turn there, which should... Okay, that's almost... That's almost... We could queue up another frigate, a cruiser rather. We certainly have the command point cap. Okay, are they repaired? Not quite. We'll give them an extra turn. Ptolemy 4. I think I had them build a ship, didn't I? Oh, Ptolemy 4 can build a moon lab. Oh, yes, yes, we will do that. They can also build a colonial revenue service. In fact, there's a whole bunch of stuff they can't, they haven't built yet because that's the newest colony. So we'll queue up a few things. And we also might want to go with some kind of pollution reduction thing. Whichever's the quickest to build. The atmospheric renewer. Fleet needs orders. Okay. We'll let them... We'll tell them to skip one more turn. They're not entirely healed. There's one ship that's still kind of damaged, but that's fine. That should be enough to go tackle this
We've
one
learned
planet.
a new trick, thanks to our scrutineers.
Okay, shield capacitors. Well, that upgrade came just as we sent the fleet on its way, but never mind. This might be... Okay, this isn't one where we have to
This could
choose.
be of aid in our campaign.
Okay. Grade all. Electromagnetic refraction. We'll go with the graphitic graphitic field. There we go. Where's refield coming from? That's not a word. Refield is not a word. Okay, Guitar Prime. Attack. Bombard. Right, I've literally killed everything. We've just literally killed the entire colony, so we can't even capture the colony. We can, however, build a colony ship. So that's a thing I might have to do. Oh, okay. Morale plus 15%. That's nice. Colony ship. Colony ship. I wonder if you can... I don't think you can. That's one of the silly things in Sid Meier's Alpha Centaurius. You could build heavily armoured colony vessels, basically. So we'll speed up that cruiser production, which is quite expensive. But I want to get this colony secured ASAP, so we'll send this ship down here. I don't know what other colonies they might have. We haven't been to explore for a while. Is that a world they have? Or I'm just wondering why that one has a nameplate. Maybe. We might have to send the fleet off to gather intel. Or we might just go for their... There must be a colony of theirs if it's got a nameplate. We might have to go for Firas Prime. Yeah, I will get that in my head fossilized. It's just... It's not there yet. Right, we could also get... There we go. Get my space factory down to secure that warp point. We'll build a base there. Choose production. Ptolemy 2. Oh, actually, Ptolemy 2, they were... Aha, population 15, so it does increase the population cap. Very nice. Right, Hollow Center. So we can get the morale up to 90%. We can also boost the production of this once we get the gravitic research done. Choose production of Ptolemy Prime. Okay. And okay, I would guess we'll go with Hollow Simulator and actually no, I don't think we do need to increase the morale. That probably is just wasting money. We might do the same then. We might just have it produce pump out trade goods, which gets me extra cash. Cash is useful.
Welcome to GNN, Galactic News Network.
And now, the state of the galaxy. Current number of colonies.
So we're behind in colonies, but we're way ahead in technology. So you don't necessarily need to have a lot of colonies to have a lot of technology. Oh, let's move to intercept that Martian factory. Right, Ursa Prime. I just built a colony ship. I don't think we can terraform Ursa Prime, but we can... We'll build the Holo Simulator. We can get the morale up to 100%. Why not? Fleet needs orders. Oh yes, colony ship. Right. Gonna colonize Guitar Prime. Okay. Oh, you can't control click to deselect a single. It's kind of like the way you do fleet selection. It's okay, but if you want to get a single ship to not, you know. Anyway, we'll blow up that space factory. Select my space factory. Build. I can't build. Oh, of course I can't build a military outpost because we don't have a thingy. A bishop shaped like a thingy. A turnip shaped like a thingy. Where did bishop come from? What? I don't know. Anyway, let's put that fleet around there. We'll colonize next turn. I mean, it might be slightly radioactive, but it's basically fine. Is there anything we can build in orbit? No. Right, fleet needs orders. So we can go colonize. Just ignore the glowing craters and the burned out cities of the people that were here before. It's a perfectly lovely world apart from that. Yep. Anyway. Okay, so this is now Guitar Prime. You can't seem to rename planets, by the way. I just had that thought. You can't rename planets. It produces seagrass, which gives a food boost. So that's quite nice. It'd be great if you could... oh, wait, choose production, yeah. Right, do we actually have... It looks like there's one structure remaining on the planet. There's one unscathed structure. So it's got the thingamy bubbles already. Moon Lab. We're kind of on the front lines right now, so actually I think a starbase is going to be our first priority. In fact, we could just literally buy a starbase. And then, oh, we want to queue up. Oh, I don't know. Missile base. And biospheres. That'll do for now. Okay. Does the... I don't know. I don't know if the queue is... Wait, is it just... Why did it... delete what was in the queue? I don't know. Right, that's now in the queue. For some reason it made the queue vanish. I don't know. Okay, a fleet needs orders. Can we do anything around the... Right, we want everything except the space factory, which we can't do anything really with at the moment, so we'll actually send that back there. We'll let that fleet... We'll guard the planet for now, but we might... hello. That's a single destroyer. Should we move to intercept? Should we see this in all its glory? Do we even need to click on anything? I've got to say, the tactics for the tactical battles, it does seem fairly rudimentary. Like, it's not a huge arena. This is not Homeworld. It's not even Empire at War. It's just too small. That fight is over already. Okay then. We have a massive technological advantage over these other guys. It would seem like.
We've learned a new trick, thanks to our scrutiny.
Gravity generators, woo! Okay, right, what's next? Stealth suit. Spy bonus. Multi-state insulators! Yes, so we can finally go through unstable warp points. Fantastic, that's what we want. Okay. I've got to say, the AI doesn't seem that smart at the moment. Ptolemy 2. Tiny bit of pollution. Right, that's got high gravity, so what we can do is... not build the gravity thing? I'm not seeing it available. I don't know. It's making a decent amount of credits. We could build an advanced data center. I guess. Let's go for that then. Also, wasn't I building a... way back building a... Oh, I'm still building a cruiser. So I wasn't crazy. It's just it's still building. Right. We'll send that to sleep for the time being. Fleet needs orders. If I could take out their homeworld and then... like that just leaves that colony. In fact, what we could probably do... once that cruiser's built, we'll easily be able to take out that military outpost, so we can come at them from 2 different directions, basically. So we'll... oh, we can actually upgrade all. We can have that fleet guard for now. So we're going to see what happens when we completely conquer another alien race. Choose production. Ursa Prime can build... Oh, I don't know. Soil enrichment facility? Or do we want shielding or something? Yeah, we'll go with the soil enrichment facility. I haven't built any cloning centers anywhere yet at all. Which is, I don't know. We're ideologically against cloning. Yes, that's it. Or something. I don't know. Right, cruiser completed at Ptolemy 3. So we'll link up those fleets. We'll destroy that space factory. We'll wait for that scout fleet to arrive, and then I think we'll start pressing the attack on Fieras Prime. Okay, Ptolemy 5. We can still further terraform it. But I think a hollow simulator to increase... We'll get morale up to 90%. That'll improve production slightly. Ptolemy 3. I don't know. Do we want anything there? I think we'll just set that to making trade goods. Bring in some extra cash monies. We could now, I think we've got enough cap to command points. There's enough kind of space in the cap to start building another fleet, so we might do that. What's Ursa Prime building? Soil enrichment facility. We'll build another Conway. And then a pair of cruisers, and that can be the core of the next, another fleet. And we can actually send them down to secure Guitar Prime. Right, but what we will do for now is we'll start moving up there, and we'll actually move this fleet across here as well. I wonder if we can attack them now. I think that'll be the next turn. Oh, they've sent a fleet of their own. Oh, tactical. Oh, okay. Well, this is diversionary. It's a diversionary fleet. Yeah, it's a diversionary fleet. Of course, they've got home forces defending. I should have figured they would. But the fact that they've got that space base there as well. Right. This is going to make life slightly interesting. Try and hit the space station first. Ships coming in. Space station's nearly down. Okay, focus the cruisers. We might actually do this. We're going to take some losses, but I think our cruisers are powerful enough to use some of the small ships. Oh, you can really zoom in as well. Right, so we've actually taken some losses, but we're easily going to... I think you can't get the cannon to just, like, follow a unit. You can zoom to a unit, but you can't get it to follow a unit. Right, so we've just about won this. Well, our ships have taken a real battering in the process. So this was actually a fairly small fleet, and I think that was probably the remains of whatever fleet they had left. So that fleet's taken an absolute battering, so we'll send them back home. Choose production. Ptolemy 2, which now also has a population cap of... No, wait, that already had a population cap of... I know what I mean. Right, Neutron Collider. We could turn Ptolemy 2 into a real production hotspot. We could get an extra 3 production on top of that, so that's going to be really nice. Ptolemy 5's not nearly so good. Next turn. That's just a scout, I think. Yeah, it's better scouts. Fleet needs orders. We'll set them. We'll just tell them to skip a turn. It's fine. It's Mao. It's all for the greater glory of, you know, the bear people of you know, whatever the heck this race is named again. The Ursulans or something. Anyway. Okay, tactical. So they've got they've got some planetary defenses, but we will easily brush those aside. This is very powerful. This is my prime fleet here. Okay. We literally just yeah, we'll just nuke the starbase and then we'll... Although I want my small ships to nuke the yeah, okay, we'll send my small ships after that. Missile base. And then it should all start automatically focusing on the starbase. Okay, there we go. We just rolled over them basically. Okay. Right, attack colony. Right, I think we will wait another turn and we'll bombard again because they still have a lot of marines. We've only got 8 with the two dropship fleets. Right, well actually, I mean we've got Ursa Prime actually building stuff, so we'll send those ships down there. We might want to start building some like scout fleets as well or something. Right, Empire Management, which... Okay, Ptolemy 2. Can we... I think we might actually have to go to the planet itself. Can we go... There we go. Click on the actual planet. Okay, we'll change that. And... can we build some armed scouts? Can we build some scouts that aren't completely unarmored? Is that possible? No. Okay, can we build some kind of scout frigate then? Is that possible? If we took out, say, the neutron blasters. Okay, so they've got. Let's give them like really super duper, you know, speed and armor for a frigate. And actually, I quite like that kind of, not quite a flame design, but we'll go with that. Specials, what can we add? I wonder if there's anything you can add that actually, I don't know, automated repair, okay. Because you could then give them a lot more endurance with automated repairs. And we could give them shields. Do we have space to give them shields? Add a computer core. I think that just increases your targeting capability. Okay, so we've got automated repairs for, and we've got shields. It's basically a very well protected frigate, but it's not got a lot of firepower, but that's fine. So this is a scout frigate. Which, again, it's defaulted to the wrong model, but okay, let's do that. Okay, so we'll have, what was it, Ptolemy Prime and the other one. We'll have them build a scout frigate each. Okay. And then afterwards, I don't know, I guess like trade goods or something. And then Ptolemy 3. Exactly the same. Okay. So that should be 2 scout frigates being built, yes. See you, Nikos. You want to blow stuff up from orbit? I mean, that could be arranged. Snooze. That's probably the best job in the fleet. It's just nuclear bombardment. The guy that gets to press the button. So again, we're gonna soften them up. I mean, I could use biological bombs. I don't know if that's better or worse. Boom, boom, boom. Just about wiping out the population here. Right, do we fancy our chances? Should we try invading? Let's give it a go. We actually might capture this planet without having to... Yay! We've invaded Fiera's Prime. It's now under our occupation. Well, they have an arseload of pollution right now. Okay. So... Are there things... I think we went with the thing that doesn't let us actually build stuff that helps with our occupation, but we'll build marine barracks. Because Marines, that's like police, right? We'll just keep the peace. Let's just go with balanced production. And that just leaves them, I think, with 1 colony planet. So we'll actually send this fleet back down to Guitar Prime. And we'll see what happens when you fully conquer a race. Right, Guitar Prime has grown! Hooray! It's a little undefended right now, but we are producing that missile battery, so that's fine.
We've learned a new trick, thanks to our scrutineers.
Okay, personal shields, stealth suits, multi-state insulators. This all sounds like good stuff. Super gravity!
Blessed be
Antimatter torpedoes! Okay. You sold me at antimatter. Right, Ptolemy 2, 21 production, there we go, that's quite nice. This is now quite an important planet, so what we'll do is we'll build a planetary radiation shield, which we might not even need, but why not? In fact, we'll just, yeah, just defense, because this is now this is my best production planet at this point. Fleet needs orders. Okay, that's building... I'll actually cancel one of those cruisers because we've got a cruiser in that fleet already. So we'll build some... Okay, Yes. That should be fine. So we'll just let that fleet sit there for now. We can send a space factory up to develop this gas giant. This system doesn't have any other connections, so I don't know if we need to build any space, you know, fort things, but nope. Where'd it go? There we go. Let's send that up there so we can get some extra production in that system. You don't seem to be able to do, like, there doesn't seem to be any specific occupation policies once you've taken over a planet. And this is going to be a very good research planet. It's got 15 population base and it's got artifacts. But, I mean, the population symbol is different. But apart from that, I'm not sure what it does that's different otherwise. So I guess we'll actually queue up a government support facility because the morale's actually not... Considering we just invaded their planet, their morale is surprisingly good. You'd think they'd be slightly more pissed off about having repeatedly dropped nuclear bombs on their head and then occupying their planet. But no, apparently they're fine with it. Okay, Ptolemy 5. Should we do terraforming again? That's an option that's available, so why not? So how long has this war been running? I don't know. They declared it. So, it's on their heads. Bet you wish you'd sued for peace or something now, hey? Anyway, missile base. Let's build a missile base. Ptolemy 4. We've maxed out... We might actually want to build something that increases morale there as well. So we'll go with government support. We'll queue that one up next turn. Fleet needs orders. Scout frigate, so we're gonna plonk that there and wait for the other scout ship to actually show up. Also, somebody's messaging me. Or if it's some exciting fun message or if it's probably not. Okay, right. Choose production, Ptolemy 5. Which is getting a little bit of pollution. So I'll actually go for a pollution cleanup for just like a turn or two, which shouldn't take that long. Right. We'll send that to guard for now. Fleet needs orders. Right, we'll send them down there. Okay. And there's my little scout frigate. Okay, so we'll link up those two ships. Contact the cat people. I wonder if they'd... I don't think they would surrender to me. They're afraid of me.
Welcome back, bold leader.
Negotiations! Just give me everything. Give me your everything. I want you to just... Can we just, like, conquer them? Can we make them a vassal? I want to make them a vassal. Credits payment? No. Annual payment. Share charts. Establish embassy. Non-aggression pact. I don't have a lot of options here. Alliance. No, that's really disappointing. I can't make them a client state. That's really disappointing. Oh. Oh. No, no, they won't. Okay, we're just going to conquer them. I could get them to vote for me at the next Galactic Council thing, but I don't know if it's just one race, one vote kind of a thing. But I don't know. I don't know if that's like super useful or if that's just it's just better to conquer. Choose production. Ptolemy 2. Right, Improving security! Okay, let's build a global DNA scanner, which we've never built before. Sure, I mean, why not? The defense is already pretty high. Oh, also, I haven't sent my... Oh, good lord. Right. My scout fleet that I totally was, you know, trying to... sending to scout places, and I just forgot to make them scout. Right. Missile base and a space factory. I think we can just click the simulate button and it'll blow them both up. Attack colony! You poor bastards. You poor, poor bastards. Right. Oh, we can't invade though. I need to replenish my marines. Oh, right. We need to send them all the way back to, like, Ursa Prime. We need more marines. I know! A threatening fleet of a scout! God damn, they're gonna kill us all. Oh no. It's just the worst thing. Right, let's just keep scouting and try and find more races. We could maybe start to colonize as well. Is there some good colonizing? Oh, they have gems. Oh, that's a nice planet. Phantos Prime. Small, arid, but abundant mineral resources. Artifacts. I don't know if it's worth having that system. Maybe. What about this system? Tarazad 2? We could get population. Doesn't have anything special going on, though. We might... Okay, maybe we should... build some colony ships. Ptolemy 2. I can build a colony ship. If I can find it. There we go. And then... I don't know. We'll have them reduce pollution for a turn or something. The fleet needs orders. We'll build... I think we'll build a thingamy base there on that warp point. Right, Guitar Prime has finished production of something. Research lab. Revenue service. They've got a bit of pollution going on, so we'll actually build an atmospheric whatchamacallit and then queue up some marine barracks after that. Because at the moment I've got to send the closest fleet, the closest place where I can get marines from is Ursa Prime, so I can't get replenished marines from that fleet. Okay. Cressas has one planet with gold, which is always nice. Colony ship, there we go. Right, we're going to send this... Now, it might be worth... What does Dark Quartz give us? It gives us a production boost. That's not a bad planet. It might be worth just having that one planet and then using that as a stepping stone. Or do I want to immediately go for one of these planets? Like Tarzad's got... Those are both pretty decent population planets, so we'll actually go for that. So we'll go for Tarazad? Tarazad 2. And we'll see... How's my fleet production going over here? Okay. Fleet needs orders. I wonder if I can have them... there was in theory... I clicked on the... I looked at the, like, the thingamy settings and it looked like there was a way to... have artifacts. Rich in minerals, though. It looked like there was a way to have scouting happen automatically, but I don't know. Anyway. Choose research.
This could be of aid in our campaign.
Antimatter torpedoes or a graviton beam? Do I even need to ask? Of course we're going for antimatter torpedoes. So we'll upgrade all.
This could be of aid.
Okay, planetology. What does planetology give us? Artificial planet construction. Ooh. Upgrade all ships. Wow, that's an expensive upgrade though, but I think it's worth it. Right, Ursa Prime is maxed out on population and we can't seem to terraform it.
Arriving at the anomaly, your fleet spots an abandoned container filled with...
Okay. More cash monies. Ptolemy 2 can build. What can it build? I guess trade goods for now. We could just sit there and get more population. I think about another 25 minutes and then I'm going to wrap it up. Because, yeah, my stomach's starting to grumble. Okay, we can explore to the north. I guess we will. Space factory, we're going to build a military outpost there. Which will take up one command point. And... oh, my fleets will have... oh, good. Okay, I'm going to have to somehow separate out these fleets. Also, I keep... no, okay, you do need to build... you do need to build the marine frigates every time. Okay, that's not... you can't kind of replenish them. I keep thinking you take them back and you replenish them, but you don't. You have to build new ones every time. So, troop transport. Build 2 of those. They build really quickly, fortunately. And then we'll just actually queue up that. Okay. The main problem is I've just ended up making one great big huge mega ultra fleet, which I didn't mean to do. So we'll separate one of the convoys and some of the cruisers there as well. And what else has this fleet got? I can't even remember what this one's making at the moment. Destroyer bees. So what we'll do is we'll send 2 of those destroyer bees. There's no... it's not bad as a fleet management system, but there's no way of making... like, you park 2 fleets next to each other around a planet and they just automatically merge. So it would be nice if there was some way of fine-tuning that a bit more. I've seen much worse ways of doing it, but yeah. Right, troop transport is built already, so we'll just plonk that down to Ursa Prime. Colony ship has arrived at Tarazad. Excellent. So we can get colonizing. Anyway, there we go. That's what colonizing an ocean planet looks like. We'll put it... I'll put the... yeah, no, I'll put it into food to begin with, because +1 production is not great, but... Right, that's largely undefended, but it's fine. It should be fine. Okay, choose production. Ptolemy 4. I don't know, toxic processor, I guess. Because that's generating a little bit of pollution, that planet. Fleet needs orders. Set them to guard. Right. Anything nice in this particular system? Not really. No special resources. Not particularly great mineral resources. Although that planet's nice. Large, swampy, rich. 12 population. Produces gold. Right. We'd actually... Could actually... Ptolemy Prime's producing... They're both producing... let's have Ptolemy Prime produce a colony ship. And then it can produce that afterwards. Yes, okay. I don't keep that. I'll get the hang of the interface eventually.
We've
like
learned
the
a
quirks
new
of it.
trick, thanks to our scrutineers.
Subterranean farms, but we can also make artificial planets, which just sounds cool. Macroeconomics, we'll finally get that one out of the way. Right, that's a troop transport, so we'll send that down there. And then go and attack the next planet. And finally take out those space cats once and for all. Those space cats are a menace to us all. Must be dealt with harshly. Right. It's a pity you can't terraform Ursa Prime. That would be nice. I'll just queue up some destroyers. Because that fleet's now basically ready to go. Send them down there. Right. Ah, so we don't... I guess if I wanted to import some of my own population, I would have to do that via troop transports or whatever. So I guess we'll do that. We'll also try and keep them happy. We'll build some. I'll build a holo simulator as well. They should be thanking me. Their world was horribly polluted when I first arrived, and it's now looking much nicer. Right, I could do that from Ursa Prime actually. Yeah, civil transport, there we go. And then I don't think we'd need anything else. We could actually build a advanced data center. That would be actually really useful on Ursa Prime. You'd rather watch World of Tanks? Little Mark, what's wrong? I mean, you're among friends. You can admit these things. We still haven't found any... Oh, hello. Is that our first contact? Or is it just a space squid? I think it's just a space squid. Yeah, we haven't found any other races yet at all. I mean, we've got the Martian, who we've just about conquered.
We've learned a new trick.
Okay, that's... Oh, I double-clicked there. I didn't mean to do that. Astro Engineering would give us battleships! Battleships! Must build battleships! Well, I mean, that's a no-brainer. Fleet needs orders. Okay, actually, we're getting towards our command point cap again. Let's actually just quickly check. I think we'd better scale down. Yeah, okay. Destroyers are 2 points each, so we'll get rid of one of those destroyers off the production queue. Oh, go and park that in orbit around Ursa 2. It's a pity you can't name the planets. I really want to rename some of these planets. Okay. Bit of an empty system. Produces gems though. Let's see what Signai has. Oh, actually, no we won't. We'll go and investigate that anomaly. Fleet needs orders. Space factory. There's so much else it can do at the moment. We could try this artificial planet thingy, because we've got, in the Tarzad system, or the Tarazad system, we've actually got, we've got options. We could either build an artificial planet, or we could, like, mine resources from the asteroid belt.
The anomaly turns out to be a derelict ship, floating eerily empty with no signs of its former crew.
Okay.
This is GNN.
Free ship. Nice.
Galactic News Network.
The Human Republic battle against the Alkari flock for control of the galaxy.
Okay. It's a bit... I think I've been a bit spoiled by Paradox games, but the fact that there's only one kind of war, essentially. There's only one reason why people go to war. Or there's only functionally one kind of war. I quite like that about a lot of the Paradox games, where the reasons you go to war kind of affect the outcome. So in this, it's just war. But it would be nice if maybe you could have a limited scale war where you're just trying to seize a colony planet. Or if it's a resources war. Or if it's a war where you're trying to dismantle somebody's fleet. I think this game is really lacking in that regard. That's like, there's a whole scope of things they could have done there, and it's just not. The diplomacy system seems a little... You can't even vassalize people. You can't even force people to sort of be under your thumb. You can't install a puppet government or whatever. It's, I don't know. I'm disappointed by that. I am a bit. I'm not going to lie. Right, what do I need to... Do we want to increase morale and Ptolemy? Or we could build another colony ship, actually. Build a colony ship on Ptolemy. Fleet needs orders. Okay, actually at the... Okay, it's building a civil transport. So we're actually now at the cap. So we're going to go over the cap very slightly, but we have quite a lot of income at the moment, so that's not a problem. So, I'm pretty sure we can take a single scout. This is the last of the Martian planets, I think. Unless... I don't know, we might need to scout around, though. Also, we could always go and attack the Space Dragon. The Space Dragon's still there. Right. Attack. I think we can just straight up invade, you know? I think we've got enough superiority that we don't even need to bombard them. Sorry, Snooze. There we go.
The Martian pride has been bested. What other end could be more noble?
But you can't have them as like a client species or a... I don't know. There's no way of... That was it, apparently. Oh, I just smacked my keyboard. Why not? Okay, that's a little bit disappointing. But oh well. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Right, let's build a hollow simulator. No, actually, no. The government facilities, I think, cheaper. Right, go with balanced for now. This is not a particularly great planet, but, you know, it's an extra planet, why not? So, because we used up... It's, even if you don't... I don't know, the Marines just seem to get used up the landing ships, basically. So, I don't know. It's a little bit disappointing. We're going to plonk them there. And we might even... Actually, no, we'll take them back up to Ursa Prime, and then what we'll do is we'll distribute the ships between these... Or do I want to do that, though? I suppose having a main fleet and then, like, a secondary... Like, a reinforcement fleet might be more useful. Question is, where do I want to place it? We'll actually maybe put this fleet up more near where we're colonizing.
You can trust me on this.
Right, okay. Civil transport's ready. So... That automatically takes 1 unit of population, and we're actually going to transport them to Fieras Prime. And there's going to be no problem with racial tension or anything like that, I'm sure. Yes. So... Signai. Let's scout Signai. which might have nice stuff, I don't know. Dark quartz. There doesn't seem to be that much in the variety of strategic resources either, like special resources. It all feels a bit limited in that regard. Right, I think we'll choose this moment to wrap things up. Actually, I mean, I've conquered one race, which I don't know. Initially, I was at a severe disadvantage, but they just didn't attack. So I don't know. I don't know how the AI calculates these things, but we've managed to get a really hefty technological advantage on the last time we saw. Anyway, the last time it was compared on GNN, we were well ahead of everybody, and our fleet strength is pretty good. So. Yeah, I don't know. It's looking all right. It's looking all right. But my initial impression is it could have been so much more, and it could have done things to advance the genre. And I don't really think it has done anything new. There's nothing here that I haven't seen in 3 or 4 or 5 other games that I've played, and I haven't even played the original Master of Orion. But it feels okay though, I have to say. I mean, it's still alright. It's still been fun sitting here playing this for a couple of hours. But I don't know what's new about it. I couldn't tell you. I don't think there is really. So yeah, I probably will do some kind of preview video for this that's coming out tomorrow. And actually, talking of videos, I should set today's YouTube video live, which you should definitely go and check out. It's a T14 getting an improbably good score. But as for this, yeah, I'll try and distill it down into something to put out tomorrow in a video, and that'll be my initial impressions. But bear in mind, this is still not a complete game. This is still unfinished. It's sort of, you know, lacking content and lacking polish, so things might change dramatically along the way. So I might even upload this on YouTube, this VOD, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. But either way, there will be a separate video with some thoughts tomorrow, which I probably will try and keep down to a relatively short length. And if you have enjoyed me streaming today, if you're new to me doing things on the internet, then you can find my YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and all that kind of thing. Links below the actual stream, so you can go and follow me in various places and see when I stream and put up videos and so forth. And hopefully you have found this interesting, apart from Little Mark, who's just been here because I don't know. I don't know, Little Mark. I don't know. So, enjoy the rest of your day, wherever you are, and I shall see you all next time.